Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Outlaws of Xbox podcast. This is a great way to end the week on Friday. And we all knew this from the get go that the ABK deal was going to go through. Welcome home, Activision and Blizzard is the headline for today's podcast. Welcome home, man. Welcome home, man. You're going to be very well taken care of over here on the Xbox side, which is the right side. When it comes to gaming, man, I would like to introduce my panel, part of the Outlaws of Xbox podcast. We will have other brothers coming in soon, maybe Dea 4568, our first lady of chat, first lady of Xbox, and maybe we'll have Zinc slide on through. And now I want to introduce, and happy birthday, Hebot. It is Hebot's birthday weekend. Happy birthday, brother. I know you're probably busy with family. I know you're probably listening, but if you can join us for a little bit, that's cool. If not, enjoy your birthday weekend to the most powerful gamer, Heboticus, man. So first up, Tuck, tell everybody where they can find you.
Hey everybody, it's your boy DJ Tuckmaster, the original pony killer. From here on out, I'm dropping the killer name, Sega. This has gonna be from here on out. And I said it last night. You remember that little episode with Della Reese said Eddie Murphy, you decided to hit me with a garbage can. Now I gotta cut you.
Yeah.
So now Sony, I gotta cut you. I gotta cut you all the way out. So that's my new theory right now. I'm cutting you all the way out, and I hope you get cut so damn deep that just remember, you hit Della Reese with the garbage can, Della Reese just had to cut your ass. Okay? So from here on out, I'm still the original pony killer, but I'm also going to say I'm cutting you too. So let's get this thing to rocky, man.
All right, man. All right. And next up is my brother, T Reaper. I've been rocking out with T Reaper for a long time. I used to watch T Reaper when he had his own little podcast with Tuck on it. This was a long time ago, back when we used to listen to Z and all those guys. So we found some of those guys were frauds and turncoats. You know what I mean? They don't offer the money. We're true Xbox fans here. Plus our chat is, you know what I mean? So Brother T Reaper is here to join us today on the Outlaws of Xbox podcast. Hey, T, man, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at OtoTReaper, and then you can also find me on Facebook at Thomas Barker, and then you can find me on Twitter, or Twitter X as it's called now. And I am also on Xbox on OtoTReaper. And that is where I've been playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta for the last, I want to say 5 hours. And I'm level 21 now.
Nice, bruh.
And I only have to get to level 30. So I just need 9 more.
Nice, man. Nice. Man, T Reaper, one thing we got to say about our brother T Reaper, man, when he says he's going to beat the game in so many amount of hours or days, he does it. It doesn't matter if it's Halo or Assassin's Creed games. He just, man, people text him, like he said early in the morning, hey man, how'd you beat that in that amount of time and stuff like that? But hey, he can run through him. He's good at it. He ran through the new Assassin's Creed game, man. Our brother Limited couldn't believe it, but hey, he got it done. He didn't do no side missions or whatever. He just, he beat the game.
Yep, I just did the main storyline. That's all I did.
Yeah,
storyline is all I needed to do. Yeah, I won't need to do side quests.
Yeah, I can't do it, T. It'll take me, man. It'll take me days, bro. I don't know how you do it, man. You got that adrenaline rush, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. But that's congratulations to T, man. He tearing the games up, man. He be beating them in hours. I think the only game, T, that I ever beat in like a day or two was my favorite game, T, which is Gears of War. All of them. I would sit, every day for hours until I had to go to work or whatever and play the game, then come back, do it, and then I'd beat it maybe I say roughly 2 days, 2.5 days or something like that because I love Gears. So I can't stop playing Gears unless I have to take care of business, family, work. Then I have to stop. Then I go right back to it. Nothing else, man. Those are the games I will say that I have beaten like that. You know what I mean? So, but enough of that, man.
Yeah, and that was the third game that I beat this year. I beat Hogwarts Legacy. I beat Diablo 4, and then I beat Assassin's Creed.
Wow. Now those other games, how long did it take you to beat the other ones?
My favorite experience is Hogwarts Legacy. It took me 23 hours to beat that game.
23 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
23 hours. Yeah, I still did it in a day. It was really short though. It was like it was a really good RPG. I just wish they had Quidditch in the game and they didn't. And I kind of wish they did.
Yeah.
But other than that, I had no qualms with it. It was a really fun storyline. Diablo 4, I had to be blessed to know level 90s because level 90s carried me through the last 2 acts, and I basically did it in about 20 hours.
Wow, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did it in less than a day. I had one dude carry me from the Act 3 to Act 4, and I was actually kind of happy.
Man, that's hey, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, that's
So I recorded them both. So I was like, I have them, but I was just like, I just didn't post them. So I was just like, yeah, I have them. I just don't have them.
right. Now, hey Tuck, before we get into our topics, man, what have you been playing?
Man, I've been playing a lot of right now I'm playing a lot of Forza Motorsports, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
That game get me hook, line, and sinker right now.
Yeah.
I beat some of your times in some of the races and all that stuff.
Oh, good. That's cool. That's good.
The only race that I messed up on, I was trying to. What happened was I turned around and had a pit stop, and that's where I lost the race right there. I was on the last lap. They told me to pit. They told me to pit. I didn't pit, and then they ran out of gas. So in that car, you will, and on that race game, you will run out of gas.
Yeah.
So, and I came in third, and I wound up losing the point race to you and somebody else.
Was it Zinc?
I wound up using because I wasn't second.
Yeah.
But when I wound up losing the race,
yeah,
the overall points, it put me back down to third. So.
Oh, it did. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So plus I had all kind of penalties too. So that didn't help none either. So, but where that game really shines at is really online.
Dude, I haven't played that yet. Still doing the campaign.
The online is crazy.
I bet it is.
I mean, dude. I was in a race the other day. I was like in third. I was about to get in a second, but all them damn cars that was in back of me, they just kept on nitpicking with me. Just kept. I mean, we just between all of us, we just kept on just going for third. Next thing I knew, man, shit. First and second was way up there. So, I came in third, but hey, it was a battle.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tuck, time for the ponies to get this smoke. You know what I mean? And me and you and T Reaper, until maybe a couple of the other brothers will show up, we're going in. This is a party. This is a party for us. We're allowed to celebrate. You know what I mean? Our company. Congratulations again to Phil Spencer and the crew for accomplishing getting Activision Blizzard. You know what I mean? Got a lot of great things that's going to start happening. A lot of things are going to be dumping into Game Pass. A whole bunch of things are just going to start happening. I believe now that we got the Activision Blizzard deal. You know what I mean? It is finally finalized. The pony junkies or pony bots, whatever you want to call them, there ain't nothing they can say anymore. They're quiet as a church mouse out here right now, out here in these gaming streets. They're finally the Xbox Street Sweeper came through, and is cleaning up because they're being quiet now. We've been saying this for how many years, guys? We've been saying that Sony cannot hold a candle to Microsoft, bro. It's just when people would say that, they were just in denial. They were in denial, bro. They were hoping, wishing, and praying that Microsoft would go away. Microsoft is not going anywhere. They're the juggernauts out here. They're not going anywhere. And if you don't like it, that's too goddamn bad. We like Xbox. We are Xbox over here. Our chat is Xbox centric. we rock out Xbox. That's what we like. You know what I mean? And if you don't like it, you can get to stepping and go buy a Nintendo Switch, or, buy the new PS5 Slim, where you have to buy a goddamn, if you want, you can buy a damn, what is it? Peripheral, where you can hook up and play your games on, the CD thing that you hook up to it. I'll never understand that, but okay. Or you can buy that handheld that you can only play in the house while you're eating your TV dinner. You know what I mean? So, whatever, man, whatever you guys do over there. But first, man, I want to hear from Brother Tuck. Tuck, you were on our brother's show last night. I missed Unlimited Productions, man. I came in for a little bit when I was at work, gave a shout out in the chat. Shouts out to our chat for showing up, man, for the Outlaws of Xbox podcast. Guys, I really appreciate it. You're always welcome here. Your opinions are always welcome here, and you can always say what you want on my channel. So, Tuck, what do you think about yesterday? Congratulations to Microsoft and Xbox finally, finalizing, which we already knew, the Activision Blizzard deal. And what do you think, Tuck? What do you think about this great thing that's really happening for Xbox gamers, man? What's your opinion?
Well, I'll tell you right now, the biggest thing I like was that commercial that Xbox came out with yesterday when they closed it. The first thing they're going to say, well, Activision, Blizzard, and then they're going to say you. So we know what you is. You is us as people. Mm-hmm. Us as the people. We win on all this front right here. So that's one thing I loved about the commercial. And the commercial was just so great. And I know them damn Sony ponies had everything going down their damn spine. I know their spine was so shivering after they saw that commercial. But no. But when it comes down to it, Xbox did what they had to do. Microsoft did what they had to do to close the doggone deal. They should have been closed a long doggone time ago. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the only thing about it, what I love about Microsoft, they don't give up. They know that this deal is going to go through. But if it would have got real antsy, they probably would have gave up. But we all knew that, that's one thing I like about Microsoft. Microsoft, they didn't give up on the 360 era when they was going through that 3 rings of death. They didn't give up.
Nope.
I mean, if it was anybody else, they would have gave up. But Microsoft said, hell no, we're not giving up. We're not giving up on this acquisition. And now we got games. We always have had games. But now we really got all the games now.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And by the way, I'm going to tell you right now, and I know, have you played this yet, Team Reaper or either Second Man? Have y'all played Fallout? I mean, have y'all played Redfall since they did the update?
No. I haven't got. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's different between night and day now. The graphics is much more cleaner. It's faster. But with me, with us, we already knew the game was good. But with the 60 frame per second mode in there, with the performance mode, they didn't clean up a lot of stuff. So, but as far as like this Microsoft thing that they got now, I'm loving it. The ponies cannot sit in there and talk no shit no more. Because I'm gonna say 2 years, all 2 years, they talking about, we ain't gonna get it. We ain't gonna get the acquisition of Amazon. And then when they come out and say, the CMA blocked the deal. Sit around bragged about that. We all knew that the CMA was just a joke. I mean, how much can you block? Okay, they already did so much doggone dirty work to their conscience that they wouldn't make no money. Mm-hmm. Don't forget, they blocked. Did they block Netflix? I think they blocked Netflix. And they lost a lot of money on that deal. Yeah. So you know they wasn't gonna go for that. I mean, the people, the government wasn't gonna go for that. It's no, dude. Y'all making us lose a lot of money. And then the FTC with Linda Khan, with her lying ass,
Yeah.
didn't even sit down and talk to Microsoft. Didn't care about talking with Microsoft. And then what Microsoft did, Microsoft just beat them in their own damn game, and that's just how they did it. And I'm glad to see Microsoft get the deal done. It should have been done a long damn time ago within a year basis. But no, these damn ponies, they wouldn't give up. Xbox is no good. Y'all don't got no games. Y'all don't got no power. Okay. You know what? You open up, like Singer Man said in this damn video the other day, you open up a sleeping giant. So when you open up that sleeping giant, that door is not closing no more. And it's not even going to even close because they got more acquisitions going on we don't know about. But Sega, man, I tell you right now, this relationship that I think they're going to have with Square Enix. Square Enix in a world of hurt right now. They're in a world of hurt with all the last couple of games they came out with. The Avengers game didn't sell good. What other game?
I think you could buy that for $5.
Black Girl, huh?
I think you could buy. I think it was last week's sale. One of those sales, you could have bought that goddamn Avenger game. I think for $5. There was the Marvel game. One of those games you could buy. I think it was $5, bro. I can't remember which one. I think it was the Avengers one or the Marvel one. It was in one of the sales. I think it was last week or the week before. $5 damn. The one that didn't do good.
Right. And
it's one of those. It was like $5, $6, $7 or something like that.
Right. And what's the name of the girl what's the name of the game with the black girl?
Which you talking about the gunk?
No, not the gunk. I'm talking about the one on PlayStation.
With the black girl?
Yeah, she was like a musician or some kind of magical, and Stray Enix had to close the door down the studio.
I don't know. You're talking wrong. I don't keep up with their games, bro. You said it was a black girl. Was she the main character?
Yeah, she was the main character, and Stray Enix had to close the doors on the studio because it didn't do crap. It didn't do nothing. I forgot the name of the game. I'll think of the name of the game here in a minute.
Think about it, because I don't know. I don't know.
And then Final Fantasy. Let's talk about Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy didn't do shit for them. 3 million copies sold, and that's it for the 3 months for the month duration of that game is supposed to be making money. And all these ponies talked about. Oh, we got
Wilkins said, "Is that hey Tuck?" Wilkins said, "Is that game called Forspoken?"
Forspoken, yeah, that's it, right there, Forspoken.
All right.
And they had to close the door down on that damn thing. So Square Enix is hurting right now. They really is hurting. Huh?
Man, that's crazy. Hey, that's what happens when they tell you can only put your game on here. That's what happens, bro. If it would have been on Xbox, both systems, it would have made more money. I know it would have.
Well, that's the reason why I'm glad to see that new guy that came in, the new CEO. He said, "Oh no," he said, "We gotta change our." He said, "We gotta change our whole thought process."
You need fresh blood in there, younger, fresh blood in there.
Yeah, and that's what they did. They got fresher blood in there. They got rid of the old man. And I don't know what it is. The old man, they sat back in those World War II days, thinking that the war is still here, and they got something against the United States. I'm like, darn, come on now. I mean, hey, y'all. We're not the ones that were supposed to be in the war. Y'all the ones that started the war for us to be in it. So, they still got that mindset. So I'm glad to see them get that mindset out the way. And they got that young dude, that young suit that, oh, hell no, we ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing it no more. So that's the reason why they made that deal for Final Fantasy Online. So, I don't know what Sony gonna do, but Sony gonna have to do something besides come out with these damn prefios and The damn handheld system, they ain't gonna do a damn thing, and all that stuff. So they got to do something. I don't give a damn what the hell they do. As far as I'm concerned, they can belly up. So I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Hey man, it is what it is. Shouts out to the chat. Thank you for coming and joining us on the Outlaws of Xbox podcast. Wilkin, Peltrex, all you guys, thank you very much, guys, for coming and giving your thoughts and opinions. I want to hear you guys at Google Po. I want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions too in the chat. What you think about the ABK deal. You know, what's going on with that. People are saying, okay, now that this is done, what's next? Me and T Reaper and my brother Tuck, we're talking about who do we think they might acquire next. Give your opinions. Chat, guys. You're part of the podcast. This is part of your home, so let us know. You know what I mean? But T Reaper, brother, I want to go to T Reaper, man. T, you said after all this happened, the deal went through. People were excited. People were celebrating. The pony junkies are quiet. You know, they're in rehab right now. So, what do you think? What do you think, T? You said you heard some outlets talking about after the deal was over. So, T, can you give me a little bit more like input into like what were they talking about? What were they saying? Some of these media outlets.
They were all in flux on when they think that the deal will affect the Game Pass library and when the games will be put there. Some are saying by the end of this year. Some are saying next year is more likely, and I agree with the one that says that is 2024.
Yeah.
I do not see the point in putting all those Call of Duty games on Game Pass. I think the most relevant one is the most relevant to play, and I believe that if you're going to play any Call of Duty, play Modern Warfare 3. That's the game that's coming out less than a month from now. So, as I prepare for the next Call of Duty, I'm hearing everybody being so excited that they're going to put all the 360 titles there, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but that's not relevant anymore. I don't find those games relevant.
Yeah,
those games aren't relevant, and those games stay unrelevant from the day that the next Call of Duty after them came out. So you can have all those games for the campaign and all, and that's cool and all, and that's what you want to play. That's cool. But I personally play it for the multiplayer aspect only, and that's just what I do. That's what I use it for. So now I cannot wait to play the campaign in November, and I cannot wait to play the new one. But putting all those games on Game Pass would be cool. Putting Diablo 4 on Game Pass would be also cool. Doesn't really matter to me. I bought them all now, so I own them. But and shout out to Wilkin. He said the servers went back up, and I was hoping so.
Yeah, shouts out to Wilkin. Yeah.
I was hoping so, Wilkins, because if you're going to acquire Call of Duty, you better put those servers back up so that everybody can enjoy them all.
Yeah.
No matter what they are. And I think that was the entire point. And now that adds a whole another servers board to Xbox Live, and that's awesome. And we have the Activision as well as we have Blizzard, and that's even better. So the next part that I think Phil's going to be working on is the PC market, and the PC market is going to
that's coming. Yeah,
and is going to be his next focus, I think.
Oh yeah. And Wilkin, thank you, man, for your opinion. He said he's super hyped. I just want to see new Game Pass games, and I want some of the Call of Duty support studios to work on new stuff that is not Call of Duty. So
I would too. But what makes money is what sells, and what sells is what they work on.
Yeah. It would be nice, T, and I think me and you and Tuck will go in a little bit more in depth in this. I think with them now under Microsoft's tent now, and they're with the Xbox family, they're going to give these guys more time to make new IP, give them time to do new Call of Duties, and bring new flavor to the Xbox community with games, and also Game Pass games. So I believe that they're going to do very well over here, and I think that they're going to have more time. They're going to take their time. What they need to do, they're going to get the game. In my opinion, they'll get the game done and on time and better instead of having to be rushed to do it. different things. The thing about Microsoft is they're really good to their, their developers. They give them the time, they give them the resources and whatever they need to get their games done. So I think it's a good move for Activision Blizzard to be honestly, all jokes aside, to be under Microsoft's umbrella, because they give them that will, and free roam to do this stuff, to get their stuff done and created to come alive to life on Xbox. And that's what they're all about, and I just see good things coming, guys. I believe in a little while you might start to see all Activision's old school back and pat games that can become back and pat going to come on the Game Pass, that we already have, or become back and pat. Remember, they had a lot of, guys, back in the OG days and 360 games, there was other Activision games that can possibly come to fruition and be backwards compatibility now, because they're under the umbrella right now with Microsoft and Xbox. So I see that coming. I think they'll bring out some more. Maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe they'll bring out some of those old school Activision games, guys, for backwards compatibility from OG to 360. I can possibly see them doing that now that they're under the umbrella of Microsoft. We are the best at backwards compatibility. There's nobody that can beat us with that, and we don't have to pay for it. That's the good thing. If you already have it in your library, you don't have to pay for it. And you get 4K assets, 60 frames per second. Looks like a brand new game. Can't beat it. It's a win-win. So, yeah, I would like to see that. I would like to see something like that come, guys. You know what I mean? On top of that. Now, Tuck, I asked T Reaper about, because remember, I was at work. I don't really know what happened. Everything that happened, I was at work. I had to focus on work. You seen a little bit of podcasts yesterday with Brother Unlimited. I didn't really know what happened. I just heard bits and pieces. So, Tug, after it went through, you said you seen the commercial. That was cool and everything. What's your take on it, going more in depth in it? Like, did you guys see anything like Phil Spencer say anything, or, anything like that, guys? Because I didn't catch, a lot of it at all,
No, Phil Spencer really didn't speak about it. I mean, he's gonna. He'll probably speak about it later on, but there's no need for to speak about it now. I mean, the deal is done. I mean, I'm very sure that after the deal was done, I know him and Sarah Bond and all those others, they went on and probably took off for the whole damn day and got some rest for that damn day, and just working and just start doing this thing on Monday. Still working it back on Monday and all that stuff. So. No, but you haven't heard nobody really talk about it that much. I mean, Bobby
yeah, that's true. Teltrex.
Phil Spencer did post on X.
What's that, T?
Phil Spencer did post on X.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did? I didn't know that.
Okay. I didn't know.
Because I'm looking straight at it.
What did he say, Reed?
Oh. Today is a good day to play. We officially welcome Activision Blizzard King to Team Xbox. Together we create stories and experiences that bring players together, and a culture empowering everyone to do their best work and celebrate diverse perspectives.
Nice.
And then he posted the trailer underneath of what he said.
Nice. I like it. Man.
That's good. That's good.
Because let me tell you something, guys, and let's just say the shoe was on the other foot. Let's say we're sitting here talking about it, something that happened. Let's say it was Sony that acquired them and went over. Do you think they would come out and say something like Phil Spencer would say? They would definitely not say anything. They wouldn't say nothing.
I don't think they say nothing.
They wouldn't say nothing at all. Let's say if it was the shoes on the other foot and they acquired them, they wouldn't say nothing. And we'd be getting clowned. We would be getting clowned to hell and back, too, like we're doing to y'all today, because y'all deserve it. You know what I mean? But if Sony got them, they're not going to say, hey, we all play together. They're not going to say nothing like that. They never come out and say nothing. They'll just come out to let you know that you're going to pay $70 more for the 18th remake, and you getting a new PlayStation 5 freaking Slim. And let me tell you guys something. I did see this, T Reaper and Brother Tuck. There's a lot of PlayStation dudes that are actually mad about that, and they're doing videos on it. They're like, what's the use of doing? They're like, so it's a little smaller, and you can add something to it. They're like, why are you doing this right now, Sony? So, just like T said, their hole is so deep right now that they're not going to be able to crawl out of it. If they do, I'll be shocked. There's a lot of PlayStation dudes that are real PlayStation dudes, not trolls. They don't even care to have it. They didn't say what. They're like, what is this? You know what I mean? This ain't really doing much. I mean, what is this thing? You know what I mean? It's a little smaller. So what? It's a little bit more sleek. I actually seen people talking about it on YouTube. They're not impressed, and they're not happy for it. They're not.
Just like you said. I mean, there's one person like, dude, where the hell the game? Where you? I mean, y'all talking about giving us all these peripherals, but where's the damn game, dude?
When does Spider-Man come out?
Next week? Is it next week or the week after? The week after? Is it 22nd? But nobody not even talk. I mean, man, please.
I can tell you in 5 seconds. Hang on.
I think Spider-Man comes out sometime. I don't think it come out this week. I think it come out the week after. I think it comes the week after.
Week after?
Yeah, I think it comes out the week after.
Okay.
Comes out the 20th.
Find out.
Oh, the 20th? Okay.
Comes out the 20th.
T said the 20th. Yeah, T said the 20th. It's gonna be out. So we'll see about that. Oh, and today on today's show with my brother T Reaper and Tuck, your boy Sega Man is gonna be giving away an Ultimate Game Pass code today. You know what I mean? For you guys to try it out. This is to redeem for a 14-day free trial. Right here. I am gonna put the I'm actually gonna put it. I was thinking I might put it in the chat. I'm gonna put the code in the chat, or I might just show the code. Whoever gets it first, there you go. 14-day trial. Now I will tell you this though: if you already have Ultimate Game Pass, it's not gonna let you do it. You know what I mean? But if you got somebody that wants to try Ultimate Game Pass, and you get it first or whatever, make sure that you I don't know, you try to redeem it or something, because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it in the chat, in the description box, and whoever gets it, fine, cool, or whatever. Somebody's gonna get it, and like I said, it's for you to try Ultimate Game Pass. For me, this is to celebrate. Welcome Activision and Blizzard home to Xbox. I'm gonna give away, like I said, that Ultimate Game Pass code. It is on the other side, and we're gonna do that later on, a little bit later on in the show. This is a gift from Sega Man to you guys. Get you some. Maybe you have a friend, if you already have it, that might want to try out Ultimate Game Pass. 14 days to try out all types of games that play. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they might, end up investing in the Ultimate Game Pass, man. But yeah, I'm going to be giving that away today, on the show. But you know what, Tuck? You're right. The only thing they got right now coming is really Spider-Man. Yes, they're going to be a little bit of hype for that, but you guys know how it is. Every time a game comes out for Sony, you hear about it for about a week, and that's it. You don't hear nothing else about it afterwards. You don't hear nothing else about it. And I heard people say it's just the same old point-and-click Spider-Man, like quick time events. They call them quick time event games. You know what I mean? So, there's people that like that. That's fine. I don't want to knock nobody's stick. If they like that, that's cool. But hey, how many times are we going to have? How many Spider-Mans is it going to take? I mean, seriously, guys, how many Spider-Mans are? I mean, to me, if I was a Sony PlayStation owner, and I'm a true gamer, you guys know that, I would get tired of that shit. I want to see new stuff. Okay, I don't want to keep seeing Spider-Man, The Last of Us 80,000. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep seeing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Uncharted 65. All this stuff that they keep remaking and redoing. And then charging their fan base. You guys seen the video? They're doing their fan base wrong, bro. They really are. I mean, you keep giving them the same old garbage, all the time. How many times are you going to buy a fucking remake? You know what I mean? I mean, that's ridiculous to keep doing that.
And
to me, there's, I mean, to me, Tuck and T, they're slapping them in the face, and they're taking it with no Vaseline.
Sega Man, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this out of the bottom of my heart, and I'm going to tell you right now, fuck their fan base. Fuck their fan base, because they fan base. What have we been talking about for the last couple of years? If Microsoft is doing something wrong, we're getting on Microsoft. We're telling Microsoft what we want.
Yeah.
Anything that Sony does, the people do not speak up to Sony. So
they don't.
Screw
they don't.
their fan base.
What's up, the realists?
Y'all could have went on there and told Sony that, hey, dude, we want the games that's what Microsoft is doing. They're exclusives day and date. They could have done it. You could have done it. I don't give a care what nobody said. You could have done it, because the thing about it is, if people are still going to buy the game, they're still going to buy the game regardless. That's the beauty of Xbox.
Oh, you do, Google? Yeah.
You got people in the Game Pass, and people still buying the games. They just not playing Game Pass.
What's up, the realists?
They actually still playing the games.
Yeah.
They actually buying their games. I mean, like you said, Sega Man, like you said, there's games that's not on the Game Pass that you can still buy. You can still buy, and not every damn game is going to be on the Game Pass. And Phil Spencer talked about that. Mm-hmm. He's not expecting for every EA game to be on the Game Pass. He's not expecting for games from Take-Two to be on the Game Pass. Now, maybe when they get a little bit older, they might get on the Game Pass. But Grand Theft Auto, we saw Grand Theft Auto 5 on Game Pass for maybe a month. Then after that, it wasn't even on the Game Pass no more, because they already made their money off that game already.
Yeah.
Game Pass for the smaller developers, y'all. They're for the smaller developers who's trying to make it. Where you got these damn IPs cost $150 million to make, and they got to turn around and try to find some way to survive. That's what the Game Pass is for, and that's what the beauty of the Game Pass is for. It's for the smaller developers. Now, if they can get some big time developers to put their game on the Game Pass, fine and cool. Because look at this. What's the game that Collins is always talking about that is on the Game Pass now?
Are you talking about the DC game?
Yeah. I'm talking about
the Batman game, right?
Huh?
You talking about the Batman game?
Yeah, the Batman game. Now look where it's at. It's on the Game Pass, so it can make a little bit more extra money.
Yeah.
But now you hear that game is skyrocketing on the Game Pass because people gave it so much of a bad name when the game first came out. 30 frames per second. The game ain't no good and all that stuff. But now everybody is playing that game.
Thank you, Realist. Arkham Knights. Is it Arkham Knights?
Right, Arkham Knights, and that is what we're talking about.
Thank you, brother. Always coming through.
And that is the beauty of the Game Pass. Sony could have done this day one with their Game Pass. But like you said, Sega, they want everybody to spend $70 on a damn game, and knowing how people's money is real tight nowadays.
Real tight.
Sony don't care.
It's bad today.
Sony don't care. So it's real bad out there right now. So, as far as I'm concerned, right now, Microsoft's the way to go right now with the Game Pass. But I'm going to get to T and see what y'all think about that.
Yeah. And look, Xbox brothers, just like Tuck said, Outlaw Chat, T, times is real bad right now, right? Let's say you can't afford Ultimate Game Pass, or maybe you see a game you might like on the store. All you got to do is go on your phone. If you don't have a laptop, get those Microsoft reward points, and you don't have to pay nothing out of pocket. No. That's all you got to do. I mean, there's Tuck be getting 50,000, 60, 80,000 points. You can buy controllers, you can buy games, you can buy headphones, you can buy all kinds. Look, if you're having a hard time and you want Ultimate Game Pass, Just go ahead and do those surveys and stuff, and you got free money right there. You got free Xbox money right there. Does Sony do that for you? No. Does Nintendo do that for you? No, I think Nintendo has a little thing when you buy something, they give you little coins, because I got them on a Switch. You buy something, they give you little coins, and you can they give you money to put towards another game. That's cool. They kind of do it, but who does it best? Microsoft. You save up those points, you can buy all kind of games. $25. You can go to indie games, get like 8, 9, 10 indie games, or maybe one good game, or something like that. So there's always ways to get games and play games on Xbox. There's nobody else out there doing that right now. It's hard times, right? Right, T? It is hard times.
Hey, another thing too, Sega. Another thing too, Sega, like you said. And the good thing about it, you don't have to even have an Xbox to play Game Pass.
Yeah.
You got your PC, you got your tablets, you got the handhelds, you got all that good stuff.
Yep.
So when you got that stuff, I think it's Heatbot, basically.
Good. All right, good. But T, look, I just was talking to a lady today, T. I was at this store, and she was like, "Yeah, I went to the grocery store and I spent $98 on a little bit of groceries." She said she got like 4 or 5 or something like that. She said, "Man, it's expensive out here today." And I started thinking, it is. It's very expensive, man. It's hard to buy food now, bro. You go to the store and get 10 things and pay $100. You know what I mean? Or near $100. I mean, this is hard times, right, guys in the chat? This is hard times, man. And you know how much games cost? Sony, they want you paying that $70 for the remakes and for everything else, and you know what I mean. And if you don't have it, you just don't be playing any games. You know what I mean? You just they have their little subscription service and all that. But look, with me and T and Tuck and the crew, all we got to do is do Microsoft reward points, do the surveys and get point money, and we could buy our games that way. We can buy more of this, more Ultimate Game Pass. You know what I mean? So, it's a win-win over here. I mean, that's all we got to do. No money out of pocket, right, T? Hey.
I still pay for all my stuff.
I know you do, but it's an easier way.
The Game Pass reward system doesn't really give me money unless I actually work for it. So, like, if I want to do quests or if I want to do daily missions, I can do that, but I don't really do the surveys or anything because it doesn't really amount to much.
Well, if you go and you do the Bing searches, you get 100 points. If you go and do the quests, like you said, on there, you get the points.
But I've been getting money from Microsoft, so I can't complain. So my points give me $3. I take that $3 and I shelf it.
Right. That's what look. When I do those survey, I mean not the survey, but when I do the quest things and all that stuff on Bing or whatever, I let all those points gather up, man. I let them all gather up, and then I'll get a $25 gift card or a $10 gift card or a $50 gift card, and you can go out and buy a few games on the store for that. Or you can put it towards a controller. It's not no money out of pocket. You know what I mean? You can get a controller for $50, right? Put 25 towards it and then just pay the rest. Or if you had the points to do it, you just use all points and then there you go. You got a controller. You didn't have to use what I'm saying is you don't have to use none of your money out of your wallet, out of your pocket. You can use the service that Microsoft is offering you with just doing those quests and stuff like that. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And it's a good way to get goodies from Microsoft. And to me, they just do it the best. There's the other gaming systems out there. They're not doing it like they do it over here on the Xbox side. They're not. I think that's fantastic.
Hey, can anybody send Heatbot a link on Twitter?
On Twitter, I sent it to him through Facebook. It don't work.
Well, he don't got Facebook on his phone.
He doesn't.
And it won't allow him to put Facebook on his phone. I don't know why. He got
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But can you sit?
Hold on.
I actually just got a new controller yesterday.
yesterday.
You did?
Oh man, that's nice, T.
Yeah.
Series 2 red.
Yeah.
That's nice,
My
man.
mom bought it for me for my surgery on Monday.
T,
Okay,
that
that's
is
cool.
very nice, man. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Cool.
It didn't
That's
come with
cool.
the paddles. I had to put my old paddles on it, but I still have them. So
That's
That
nice,
is
man.
really
I like
cool.
it.
yeah.
That's cool.
But I had to get this one because my
You
old
know,
one, my old one's RB button died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it died out.
Yeah.
So I had a black one that I was using, but I had to keep the black one plugged in because the battery doesn't work without it. So I had to get my mother to get me a Series 2 controller, and she got me this one.
Are you actually using that right now?
I was, yes.
Okay.
I played with a Nintendo girl the other day, and she couldn't control her sensitivity level. It's kind of
Oh,
fun.
really?
Yeah, my sensitivity level is so high that
Okay.
she legitimately was crashing the screen. It was kind of funny. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so I had to lower my sensitivity for her, and then she was able to get one kill, but she only got one kill, so I was like, that's fine.
Oh, wow, bro.
But
That is nice.
but I had to put the sensitivity back up once she left. So once I got the sensitivity back, I was great. And with the Series 2 controller with the triggers, my favorite setting is the lowest one. So I legitimately just have to slightly tap it and it works.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice,
cool.
bro. I like that.
Cool.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
That's real nice, man.
And it was $130. It was $130.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's about
cool.
right. That's about right.
Yeah.
That's about right. So
How much did you pay for the white one?
I paid $200 for the white one because the white one I designed myself.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, this one comes already prepackaged and it was sold at Best Buy.
Yeah. You're going. That's how much it costs. That's how much it costs.
Yeah.
Tuck got Tuck. You got all of them, don't you? Tuck.
Damn near. I'm working on some other colors, but I'm gonna get yours out in the middle. I'm getting yours out in the middle at the end of the month.
Take your time, man.
Take your time.
Yeah, take your time, brother.
It's done. All I did was
I know that Tuck got some.
it's done. So
I know that Tuck got some real nice ones though. He bought, man, that dude, bro, and Unlimited. Boy, they got the controllers.
Yeah, I still want to get my own design one for Christmas. So that's what I might be saving up for.
But you're gonna make another one?
Yeah, I want to make another one because I like the red one, but
that's nice.
The way I wanted it was the to get my own thumbsticks and stuff again.
I got the OG right here.
Yeah, I have that one on my table.
Got the OG right here. That came with the original Series X. I actually use this, guys, to play on the laptop that we're doing the podcast on. If I want to play on my laptop, I use this controller to take with me or vacation, whatever. I use this controller, and it works perfectly. No problems whatsoever. It works perfectly, and it's the best controller ever made, in my opinion.
Well, I play this, man. You can't go. Dude, you can't go wrong with Xbox controllers either. You can't. They're very durable. They're very reliable. If you play real hard on them, yes, they're gonna wear down in time, like everything else do. But we don't wear. I know Team Reaper. Now, Team Reaper, he wear his out. I know he wear his out. I know also he plays for a long time too. Huh?
Oh, T? You say T? You say what?
I wore mine out. Yeah, I wore my Series 2 out. And I did it in less than a year.
Okay.
And I did it in less than a year.
Yeah, he wore them out, but he gets his money worth out of the controller.
Yeah,
and that's
which is why they're worth it.
You ain't hearing shit about that damn controller that Sony came out with. I haven't heard anything about that controller since day one. That high dollar ass controller. I haven't heard anything about it. I mean, let's just be
Okay.
real, y'all. Look at everything that Sony has came out with.
Yeah.
All these damn peripherals ain't worth a damn.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean your VR is not selling worth a shit. If you want to buy it, you got to buy a system. If you don't have a system, so you're talking about like $1,000 right there.
I think a little
Okay,
more than that.
where,
Too.
yeah, like you said, probably more than that. But let me ask you this: where are their games at for this damn thing? Nobody even talk about these damn games.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Let's keep it real. I mean, to be honest with you, Sony PlayStation ain't nothing but a porn hub. To be honest with you, I mean
Yeah,
that's all they do on
you got
their
that right.
Vita. On their Vita, they're watching porn. You know what I mean? I mean that's all they. I'm not trying to be mean, but I've heard from people that that's what they like on their VR porn, on their Vita porn. They talk about us TV, porno, 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 porno. I mean that's all they do because they can't
Yeah,
go out and function and find a real girl, and have a real relationship. They're up there giving porno business all the money. You know what I mean? Like all
can't
this stuff
find a
is,
real girl. God, dog it.
yeah, bro. I
Sega, no,
mean
you didn't. Not a real girl.
that's what that's what they do, man. That's what they do, bro. I
Okay.
mean, they're you
Oh
know,
man.
that's what they
Oh
do,
man.
man. Pornhub and pornos and stuff like that, and then they go back to playing Fortnite and NBA 2K. I mean, that's seems like that's all they like to do. You know what I'm
And Call
saying?
of Duty.
Call of Duty,
And
yeah.
Call of Duty.
You know, uh, stuff like that. So big shouts
Yes,
out to
it
the chat. What's up, Dave C? I call him Dave C. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming. Google Poll said, "Yep, I went grocery shopping for weeks and spent like $60 box for like a couple days food, and it ain't that much." Man, I tell you, that's how it is today, man. And they talk about and whine and complain about Microsoft and how they're anti-consumer. How is Microsoft and Xbox anti-consumer when they're the best thing since sliced bread, brother?
You want to hear what Steve Jobs said about Microsoft? He said they have no taste.
Really?
Yep.
What's up, Zink?
Hey man, what's going on?
What's up?
I have to work too much, man. I wish I didn't have to take these calls, man. But my phone might not. I'm pulling the heat out. I'm traveling state lines right now.
It's all right, brother. It's all
But
right.
what I missed, man? What did I miss?
Hey, Zink, brother. I was trying to get on Unlimited Show yesterday. He did send me the link. I could not find a link. I was at work. I wanted to come on for a little bit, but I was just, I'm just recapping yesterday, brother, about the Activision Blizzard deal, man. And I just wanted to get the brothers in here and the brothers in the chat their opinions on everything and what they think about it. But Zink, since you're here, brother, man, what's your outtake now that we have them under our umbrella now, man? What is your opinion on it?
Man, it's the greatest thing ever. I wish I could read the chat. It looked like David Cohn is saying something sharp here, but I'm driving
What
through.
time? 252.
Yeah, I'm 158. It looks like. Yeah, but I'm riding in between some trees on a windy ass road. Hey, but anyway, man, this is the greatest thing ever, man. And I'm listening to people talk about what Microsoft should do, and I hope they stop making ABK Activision Call of Duty games every year and things like that. Here's the thing: they have 3 studios that make Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is a cash cow, and then they talk about, well, I want these little games. I like these little games too. Hey, that's cool, but the little games wouldn't be possible if you didn't have this giant engine feeding everything. It's like Halo is the sole reason Xbox is Xbox today. It's it's the cash cow. You don't have to keep feeding the cash cow. It's going to make its own money on its own. And people bring up Candy Crush. Yes, Candy Crush is a money maker, but if it were all about mobile, then uh, Phil Spencer would have said to Jim Ryan, "Hey, you could have ABK, you could have Call of Duty and all of the Activision games in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reason he held these clowns' feet to the fire and
Mhm.
didn't allow them to have this or that. You know, now you only get Call of Duty because you were being reckless with your mouth. You know, and I love how people are over here
Yep.
still. Oh, hey, here's a new one. Get this one, guys, and I can't wait to hear what your take is on this. Now they're saying, oh, well, ABK, are they going to come in since they have more employees than Microsoft does? Are they going to be the focal point and push Xbox games to the back? And bruh,
Jeez, man.
listen, and then people are worried that it's too much. I wish I were at home because I wrote a few things down. Uh,
Too much.
yeah, hey man, I wrote a few things down because dude, when we have another show and I could really let my hair down like we did yesterday on the Unlimited Truth, it's over. But they're insinuating that Microsoft, it's ABK have too many employees and how can they handle that, bruh? Microsoft is bigger than everything out there.
Yeah.
Okay,
What are they
this
talking about?
is small potatoes to them, dude. This is nothing. This is nothing. You see how Microsoft struck fast. Soon as that deal was done, they sent out a video. You think they made that video in 30 seconds? That was planned a long ass time ago. There
Mm-hmm.
are sections
You ain't
to
never
what
lying.
Microsoft. What's
Yep.
that, Tuck?
He said you ain't lying.
Yeah,
I said,
it's
you ain't lying.
sections. It's methods to their madness, man. And even like somebody said, what are they going to do with the Surface division because one guy left? Listen, stupid ass people. Microsoft is not a one man operation. There are multiple levels to the things that they do. One man cannot control Microsoft. There are just like we didn't even know all the layers to the top that there were for Xbox. Man, it was people above Robbie Bach, you know, making the OG Xbox work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we thought it was Ed Fries and Seamus Blackley
Shameless.
and
Yeah.
all the dude, it was everybody up there. And then you have Satya and Ballmer at the top of the show. You know, it's there are several people involved. It's not one engine that's making Surface brand work, you clowns. I just listen to so many stupid people talk about, and then it's not that they're stupid. It's just that they're affiliated with many pony bots, as Flip Money would say. They're affiliated with some of them, and it seeps into them. So they're always arousing doubt when it comes to Xbox and what they're doing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey Zink, you know what? Another
yes.
thing they're doing too, brother. Now that they try to go to other things too, like you said. Now they're trying to beat down Forza Motorsport. They're saying stuff
Well,
about Forza Motor. Oh, the graphics look washed out. You know, stuff is appearing and disappearing in the game. It's always they always got to try to turn a narrative all the time. They'll go to something else. Now that the ABK deal is through and finished, they don't have shit to say. But now they go to trying to mock Forza Motorsport. You know, saying different shit about that. They're making all kind of videos on our racing game, bro. You know what I mean?
did
They always try to turn the goalpost, man.
did you guys talk about that yet?
No.
Okay, I want to hear what Tuck and T have to say about that. I'll shoot real quick at this new one I heard today. They said, "Oh man, the cockpit view in Gran Turismo 7 is just it's top. That's what they do better than Forza." Man, shut up. Just stop it. Because the cars that they use in Gran Turismo are the exact same cars that they use in Gran Turismo Sport, you clowns. It's the same ones.
Yeah.
Everything
right.
that Forza has done
That's right.
is a new car model based in 4K with ray tracing. Why don't y'all cut that out? And
Yep.
furthermore, they didn't even surpass Forza Motorsport 7 from the Xbox One X that was made in 2017 that destroyed Gran Turismo Sport the exact same month.
Yep.
Destin Laguerre, that jackass, he didn't say, hey, the newest car that they had out in Gran Turismo 7 was a 2018 Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
Gran Turismo 7 came out in 2022. So how the hell is the newest car you have a 2018 Camaro? How the hell is that? You know, and it's it's just unbelievable, dude. But I'll let you guys. Let me see what.
What you trying to
Yeah,
look
go
for,
ahead. Oh,
Dave?
I'm just looking around because I just got on the freeway, so I had a chance to read the chat. This is when I stop reading the chat if I see Rain G4's name pop up, because something crazy is always gonna come out of his mouth, and I don't want to run into nobody. But anyway, man, y'all go ahead. I want to hear what y'all have to say.
Hey man, hey Zink. Honest with you, man. I've been playing Forza Motorsport. I might have seen. Let's see when the car goes. You know, when you're done racing, when the car will go into the pit, you might see the guy that's holding the thing for you to stop. He might just appear or something or appear. You know, when you stop the car, that's it. I have not seen any major problems with Forza Motorsport. It looks beautiful. The
I
lighting is
missed that. What did
awesome.
you say? What did you say? What happened?
Well,
So, some,
one time when I got finished with the race, Brother Zink, when I went to pull in, where you finish and you pull in, the guy the one guy in the pit that holds the, I guess it's the thing for you to stop. You know, he appeared there. You know, because it was catching up with the game. I guess he appeared there, but that's it. I haven't seen anything
hey,
like anything bad in the
Sega
game.
man, you could say that because you're not a freaking liar. One time I was driving in after I finished the race, and the whole top half of this car went missing. It
Yeah,
was Sega man, it was the windshield and the roof of the car was gone. And I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck was that? You know? But Sega man, that's the only problem I had out of 64 hours of playing Forza
Wow,
Motorsport.
bruh. Wow. Pass me, Zink, and I tell you what, I'm loving the game. The game is beautiful, and let me tell you, if you want to fix, people talk about the washout. If you want to fix that, if you have a little washout in your game, you got to adjust your HDR. Go in and adjust your HDR, your HDR in the settings, and you'll be good. You got to fix the, you know, they're not going to do it for you. If you want to adjust and do all kind of stuff with the game, you have to do that yourself. If you adjust the HDR, it makes things also better in your experience in the Forza Motorsport game. It's a beautiful game. You could tell the ray tracing in it and stuff. Zinc.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful game, and it cannot. Gran Turismo 7 cannot hold a candle to Forza Motorsport. I don't care what they say. It can't.
No, it can't. Hey,
Can't.
man, I'm about to go through a rough patch, so I'm just going to listen. And if I can jump back in, I'll jump back in like I did last week. But I want to hear
All right,
what y'all
brother
have to
Zink.
say, man. And don't let people, well, we know we're not going to let it happen. Oh, I found this other crew out, man. This dude, C Money Forever, and his wife, they were going off. Dude. It was the funniest shit ever. I'm
Oh,
just
really?
glad to hear, look, I'm glad to hear people in the community come out against all of the bullshit. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. But anyway, man, I want to hear y'all talk some shit, man. I enjoy that. I talk to y'all. I'll jump back on if I can. Talk to y'all later.
Thanks, Zink. Thanks,
Yep.
man.
Well, I tell you right now, what I really am enjoying right now
T.
is that, you know, now,
Yeah.
T, are you back, T?
Hey, T. Can you possibly? I tried to send it to Hebot and I couldn't. Can you send him our link through Instagram?
I can send it through Facebook.
Yeah, I tried to send it through. I'd send it through Facebook, but Tuck said he said that his phone doesn't let him get Facebook.
Well, he's talking to me on
Yeah,
Facebook
or
right
unless
now.
he haven't
So
set it up with his Facebook.
Oh, he is talking to you.
yeah,
Okay,
he's talking to me on Facebook.
I
He
sent
just
it to him
said,
twice, T. If you want to send him one, T, go ahead. But I did send it to him
There you
twice
go.
through Facebook, brother. I
Ask
don't
him,
know.
can he send it through Instagram? Can he get Instagram?
I don't think I have him. Well, I think I do have him on Instagram. I just don't use Instagram for that.
But I'll tell you right now, the biggest thing that I'm really excited about what fans are doing now, and
What's that?
for the first time, we haven't seen this done in a long time, Sega. People is not actually paying these damn reviewers like these gaming sites that do all these damn reviews.
Mm-hmm.
But now they still downgrading Starfield. After all this time, they still trying to chop that game up.
I
And I
know.
am and I am so damn glad.
You know why, don't you? You know why, Tuck? That they're trying to still chomp it down because the game is kicking them in their fucking ass, bro. I hate to cuss like that, but it is. It's kicking them in their ass because it's the number one game right now. It's still the number one talked about game right now. It's overshining Spider-Man. I don't care what they say. It is. Everybody is talking about Starfield right now, and they keep talking about it and talking about it. Now they're talking about the ABK deal. That's not going to be That's not going to be. It's going to keep being talked about also.
And I tell you right now, and do not get me wrong, and I put it like this: don't let Microsoft start putting some of these damn games down in Game Pass before the Spider-Man come out, because that's going to be another thing that's going to hit them.
Yeah,
because people's not even gonna talk about Spider-Man. You let some of these doggone deals go down before Spider-Man come out. People's not even gonna talk about Spider-Man.
no.
People gonna talk about how the deals are going through Game Pass, and I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna come out with some games before the Spider-Man come out on the 20th.
Yeah, I believe they will.
I love it.
Hey man, and hey man, and let's give a warm welcome to our brother Hebot, man. This is Hebot's birthday weekend, and he actually came and graced us coming into the podcast, man, because I know he's probably got things he got to do with his family later, but this is Hebot's birthday weekend. I want to say again, happy birthday to my brother, the most powerful gamer out here, Hebot, man. Thank you for coming, Hebot. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday.
Hey, you need to stop. Man. You need to stop. It ain't my birthday. What you talking about? Shh.
Yes, it is, man. Happy birthday to my man, Hebot, man. It's his birthday weekend.
Well, thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
And just to let you know, Hebot, Tuck is going to be sending you two elite controllers for your birthday. Whatever you want, he's going to send you two of those, and I think he got a couple physical games for you, right, Tuck? Oh, see, you got quiet. I guess not, Hebot. I'm sorry, bro. But Hebot, brother, hey man, listen,
what's up,
brother? I want you to, and I want you to be and take as much time as you want, brother, because you're the one that's been out here in these streets just as long as 100, even longer sometimes. Me, E-Rock, all of us, telling you what was going to be happening, with Xbox and Microsoft and this ABK deal. Hebot, brother, in your own raw words, brother, what is your opinion now that we got the ABK deal and it's under our umbrella? What's next, brother? What's next?
I mean, the best part about it.
Hebot, before you even comment on it, let me tell you right now, I want the radical Hebot to come out today. I don't want no easy. No, dude. I want the dog to come out today.
There's nothing really radical about to really do. Look, the fact of the matter is, to be honest, from my perspective and my point of view, I'm fucking glad that it's over, because this whole trip and this whole adventure, and since the acquisition announcement was done, it's been exhausting. It's been exhausting because all you heard was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm almost pinching myself trying to see, is it real? Did it finally go through? Like, what the fuck? I think it's great because now we can move forward. We can start concentrating on what's really important: the future of Activision, the future of their developers, the future of the IPs. What can they do? What can they not do? What can they revisit? More opportunities for new ideas, for new IPs if they make new ones, instead of being stuck only making one game all the time, which was the Call of Duty and their main focus, because that was what made them the most money. The preservation of a company that's been around since the Pong era. There's a lot of good things that can come out of this, and that will, with the type of money and backing that Microsoft is offering them now that they're part of the Microsoft family. I really loved the commercial that Microsoft did. I thought it was classy.
Oh,
I thought it
love
was well put together. It was hype beast, to be honest. It was really hype beast. The commercial was great. I thought it was really well put together. I liked the commercial. It was really classy as well. And to be honest, I mean, this is going to be good in the sense that now Nintendo Switch gamers can play some Call of Duty as well, you know, which
Uh-huh.
they haven't had in a while.
Mhm.
What version they're going to play, I have no idea. But I do know one thing. There should be no more parity. Microsoft owns them. So if the Xbox Series X can play the best version on their system of consoles and in their online ecosystem with their dedicated servers, then
Yes,
so
sir.
be it.
Yes, sir.
You know, so be it. No more of, keep it parity so it could play just as on the same par as the PlayStation version. No, fuck that. Give us the best version, give them their version, give Nintendo their version.
Mhm.
Because it's not right that we paid money for these consoles with the expectations and the promises that they gave us. And then these developers, because they're more worried about leaning platforms and because Sony's more popular, right? That they don't make the full-fledged version on the Xbox, and then you got Digital Foundry out here doing the fuckery shit they always do, trying to
Oh,
act like,
boy.
oh, the game is not, the PS5 is running better because something's going on with the Xbox version. Like if the Xbox is really not as strong as they promised to be, right?
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, how the fuck are you gonna fucking say it's not more powerful if the PS5 is 9.8 teraflops? It has less memory.
Mhm.
It has no real RDNA 2. It doesn't support real Dolby Atmos surround or Dolby Vision HDR, and it doesn't have other things that support like DirectX 12 Ultimate, and the Xbox Series X does. How are you gonna sit there and be like, oh no, it doesn't? It's impossible. That's bullshit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's a bunch of bullshit, to be honest. So, you know, I'm glad that now we're on the fair and real playing field. I'm glad that these developers can have some type of freedom now, you know, because now they don't have to worry about, you know, if they, you know, now they don't have to worry about, oh my God, we're stuck. We got to do this game only all day long. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm really, really glad about. To see what type of opportunities will represent itself now going forward, for the future,
Yeah.
basically, which is great. Which is great. And again, like I was saying to you guys before, I'm just glad that this whole fucking thing is over, man. This shit has been exhausting. Now, it's also funny as fuck, which I'm not gonna lie. It's funny as fuck seeing these dumbass donkeys
What are they doing, Hebot?
saying,
What are they doing, man? Were they damage controlling Hebot? What are they doing, brother?
oh, just the ponies. You can tell they're losing their mind. They're losing their goddamn mind. Like they're going buck wild bananas, saying all kinds of crazy shit. Like, oh, let's not buy Call of Duty because this will hurt Microsoft in the long run. Because if you're buying it, you're basically supporting Xbox. Might as well go get an Xbox console. It's like, look, bro, you gotta buy a physical for PlayStation because they don't give you a choice. You can't play it on a streaming service, right?
Yeah.
But if Microsoft and Sony wanted to play ball, and Sony wanted to add it on to their PSN service, right?
Mm-hmm.
They could if they did a deal with Microsoft. They could very well put it in there. Of course they could. But they're not going to do that because they want physical sales. Like if physical sales makes them more money. And I keep telling people that the problem is, unfortunately, the reality of our situation is physical medium, for especially with game development, right, doesn't make developers enough money and publishers because the third man takes a lot of that percentage of cash flow away from them, right?
A whole lot of money.
You understand? Because
Yeah.
you gotta pay the people that are gonna ship it, international shipping, storage, shelf space, the box art, the box itself. All that stuff has to be accounted for. You gotta pay all those people, and all that stuff is accounted for. So long term, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, when the physical copies sell, it's basically 30% for the developer, and then the rest is the other 70 is all to everybody else they have to pay. But when you buying digital, which I've also said this numerous times, the developer and the publisher get 75% of the intake, or 70%, depending on the game, depending on the deal they do with Microsoft or even Nintendo or even PlayStation, right? And that is the reason why you see them pushing hard the whole idea of digital sales. That's why, because it makes the developer and publisher more money. And if the developer and publisher makes more money, then they can stay open and make more games, new IPs, and more creative ideas.
Yep.
That's the whole point. And then a lot of people complain, well, oh my God, but we have we have to deal with that's not fair because we have to they do a lot of like microtransactions and things like this. And I was like, the whole reason why you see that they keep on doing game as a live service or even microtransactions is because of the fact that they need to make more money. So that's the reason why it does those things have become more prominent and they don't go away. So that's part of
Hey,
the reason
Hebot.
why you see so much. Hey,
Hey, Hebot.
hey, others,
Uh,
hey, how are
Hey,
you?
what's up? Hey, am I breaking up?
No.
Okay, hey, check it out. I wanted to say this, and then I'm
No, you
continue to
sound
listen
great.
to you
You
guys.
sound great.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
I'm
ahead,
I'm gonna
Zink.
say this because and then get ready, continue to listen, so because I have to get ready to go. But
All right.
any rate, check it out. Hebot, I'm gonna push back on you a little bit, and but this is the thing that everybody is a
Sure.
little different. Just like you guys, there's a lot of people that are tired of the ABK deal, and I understand that. But for me, that was my area of study. I loved it. It was certain times where I sat down and I actually had to go back through a few of the books I used in college to further
Right.
make a point. But I understood everything, and that's why Phil Spencer said in the beginning, this is going to take about a year and a half. That's how these massive
Yeah.
acquisitions, that's how long they take. It's a whole lot of red tape,
Oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah.
everybody have to
Oh
jump
yeah.
through their certain hoops. But here's the thing, though. And it's like Call of Duty. Man, I haven't played mainline Call of Duty in 6 years. It's not for me, but it's for everyone else. There is a legion of
Yep.
people that depend on this
Everyone
game to
else.
make it here every single year. Like, I can't stand Minecraft, but I know it's the number one game in the history of the world.
Oh,
So, but it's a
oh yeah.
it's a
Oh, oh
demographic
yeah.
that
Oh,
that
oh
depends
yeah.
on that game. And here's the final thing. Microsoft never, all while this is how big Microsoft is and how tough they are, all while this process was going forward, they have a group for that. You see what Microsoft
Absolutely.
has done? They put out Age of Empires 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Age of Empires 4, uh, Starfield, they put out Redfall. They had all of their business going.
Mhm.
They're producing 4 shows this year. They produced shows last year. They were still going with the business. Actually, Microsoft kept the
Yes.
whole gaming business
Yes.
afloat and had us all interested because Sony is not
Still
at
doing
E3. Nintendo isn't
Great
at
book. Read it.
E3. These people aren't making
right.
all of these shows. Microsoft kept that engine running all the while going through this
My
Yeah,
ABK
stepdad.
there's
process.
business.
You know what I
There's
mean?
business at
So
hand.
the
Yeah. Hmm.
the one thing that we have to understand about Microsoft, they never stop the house. It's
No.
always moving forward. So
Hmm.
they could handle multiple things at once and still be fine with it. Because and for culminating in Forza, my game, and Sega Man 2. I, dude, I'm dying for Forza. I'm mad that I have to go to work. I want to play the damn game.
Yeah.
Okay, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So they kept us all going, meanwhile handling the biggest acquisition in Microsoft history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I always wanted to say to people while they were complaining about, and I know what Hebot is saying, 100%. It's every the engine is bigger than just Activision. So these different scenarios must continue to move. It's just like what I brought up before Hebot came on, the Surface Book and that portion of Microsoft. No
Yes.
one guy controls Surface Book. So that one guy leaving for whatever reason, that don't stop the house. You still have
Nope.
Jason Ronald and the Surface team that actually built the Xbox. So
Yes.
just
Yes.
because one entity, one person leaves from Microsoft, it can't stop that big ass engine. See, that's what happens at these smaller companies and
Well,
piece of
Zink, can I
shit
intervene
companies.
real quick? Can I
Yeah, man.
intervene?
Hey, you go ahead because I'm gonna get ready to go. And
No,
if
no,
I
no.
can
I
jump
just
in, I'll
wanted to
jump in.
add to what you were
Go ahead.
saying, and so you can finish your thoughts.
Go ahead.
But what I
Oh,
wanted to
I'm
say,
done, man. Go
Zink,
ahead.
if there's any proof of any company being able to overcome adversity, it's Microsoft. How do we know? 2013. You think if a
Mhm.
company would have been put in the position Microsoft did with the Xbox One and the rhetoric and the bullshit, they would have survived?
100%.
They would have never
100%.
survived.
Because
It
he
takes a
bought
company like Xbox to be able to overcome that type of adversity because they're about business. They're about making that money and making right decisions. And if they didn't do that, they would have
that.
never
That's so
been
key.
with that. All that
Let's
shit, even the deal would have never gone through, just like you said.
I mean, even if hey,
a
he
hundred
bought
percent. And
even
he
like you
bought to
said, hey,
jump on to jump on what he bought is saying. To jump on what he bought is saying, other companies flounder because of the pushback. They'll
Yes,
cower and they'll
Yeah.
they'll
push
cower it
away,
out. Yes,
and
yes.
yeah,
they'll
they
go
would.
away. And one more he bought, and I'll let you and Tuck Master finish. Also, before that, when when Phil Spencer and the other guy from Sega had to go to Steve Ballmer and ask for $1 billion to fix a mistake,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
done.
Yeah.
You're finished. An ordinary
yeah.
company, you're finished.
You're
Okay.
fucking
But
finished.
anyway, man, I keep on going off, guys, and I'm gonna listen to the show.
All right,
All
All
right.
buddy.
right.
All
Good
right,
to
All right,
hear
Zeke.
from
later.
you.
All right,
You're
Zeke.
pretty.
All
Good
right,
good
brother.
to hear from you, Zink.
He bought. I'm gonna push on back that a little bit farther. Hey,
Right.
it's just gonna start with the Xbox One. Look what kind of heat they was taking back during the 360 era.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, with the red rings of death.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They was taking heat for that. They was taking heat for the time when people was over there fixing the Xboxes where they can turn around and where they turn around and fix where these other developers it was losing money. Activision came out and told Microsoft straight up, either you're gonna
Absolutely.
stop it or pull
That
things back.
that 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 scenario cost them $3.6 billion, Tuck.
Hey, and that was a lot of money. And don't get
Oh
me
yeah.
wrong, and I was making money on the 360 back then.
Any other company would have folded over, or like Zink said, they would have cowered out. Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and then another problem too, when people was going out there getting the 360
Yep.
modded, where you could turn around and play cheaper, where you could buy the games cheaper. And Activision came out and told Microsoft straight up, either you're gonna do something about it, either we're gonna just stop, either we just gonna start charging, or either we're gonna start making games for you. And
Right, right.
Mike
What I
did.
hate though, Tuck. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tuck.
So Microsoft was going through a lot of heat back in them days.
Oh yeah.
So, hey.
Well, they
Like
proved by their actions, they proved that they care about gaming because they want to be in the game. They want to be serious about gaming. They proved that.
That's right.
And a lot of people people are saying, "Oh, they don't care about gaming. They should just sell off the division because they don't care." No, bullshit. They proved that they do care.
No. Yeah, they do care.
Because in the long run, it's going to work in their favor anyway. They're going to make a buttload of money. Absolutely.
So they could have went back and went over there and folded, but they didn't fold. So hey, I was glad to see it didn't fold. But like you said, like you said, Steve, man, like you said, team, it takes a big company like Microsoft not to let Sony slap them in the face.
Yeah, but see, a lot of people talk that get me mad is that they try to do videos, and they do videos actually in podcasts trying to act as if Microsoft bought Activision because they just want to buy out the industry and shit like that. When it was much more, than that. They're also trying. Phil knows that Activision is one of the first developers and publishers that have been out here for years, since back in the Pong era, right? So it was about preserving that company and not letting them die. Because I keep telling people, and I don't know why people act like they got amnesia, right? That it was Activision that went to Microsoft once they started having the issues with Bobby Kotick and the sexual allegations and the girl that unfortunately killed herself, right? They were in trouble. Their investors started backing off. They were about to file for bankruptcy. I keep telling people, this was all put out in record. People act like they have amnesia. No, they did. Yes, the fuck they did. Microsoft even told them go somewhere else. They went to everybody else. No one wanted to fit the bill. It was too much. Yep. And then that's when they came back to Microsoft. And then that's when they offered them the deal for the $69 billion, right? But I hate how people try to make it seem like, oh, no, they're just buying them because they want to buy out everybody and overpower the industry. Of course not. That's not what I need at all. You know what I mean? And so that's another misconception that these guys are pulling out there with the information, which is false. Microsoft bought Activision because Activision came to them. It wasn't the other way around. They came to them, and then they started doing deals behind closed doors, right? And people are like, "Oh no, it's not." It absolutely is. You can look it up right now, though. When you look it up, it's just talking about how the deal went through. You can't find it easy. You got to keep looking, but it's there. I remember having the receipts. I'm trying to look for it to put it up because somebody tried to say, "Oh no, they didn't," on Twitter, and I'm trying to show them that they did, but I can't find it. I have to look for it. But it is. That's what ended up happening, right? And that's what gets me mad, because they keep pushing that idea that, oh, it was Microsoft who kept pushing because they just want to control everything. No, absolutely not. That's not what happened. You know, and the deal in Phil's eyes wasn't just to acquire Activision to own more developers. That was part of it, yes, but it wasn't just because of that. It's because Phil wanted to preserve Activision. He wanted to make sure that they were still protected and around, and that they didn't have to go for bankruptcy, sell off their IPs, and that they could still be around because they're a pioneer in the industry. You see?
Yeah.
But again, to Other Zinc's point, I'm just, when I say that I'm glad it's over, because it does take time, but I'm glad it's over because that's all people talk about. Now I wanted them to concentrate on the future of what they can do with Activision, with other developers, and other IPs, and the opportunity to be able to work on other things. That's why I'm glad. I'd say I'm glad it's over, because again, it was getting tiring already. Every day talking about the Activision deal and if they're going to get bought and things like that, and yet nothing was being done, and everything kept getting pushed back, and they kept getting pushed back from all these other people. That shit was annoying. It was just aggravating.
Yeah.
Real quick, Sega man, if you allow me to,
yeah, go
I want to address the comment section.
Sure.
So everybody in the comment section, like Anthony Chipmunk and everybody else that wished me a happy birthday, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. I don't know who else has said it, but I know a lot of people have said it. So for all those who say it, thank you so much. Thank you, guys, because without you, Hebot wouldn't still be here. Sega Man wouldn't still be here. You guys are what make us. You guys are what keep us going. That's what makes it all worth it.
That's what's up.
And I appreciate that. So thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Yes.
Yeah. It was Anthony Chipmunk, Ebot, Toolman55, and Google Poe. The ones I've seen so far.
Everybody, because I can't see all of them, but whoever said it, thank you so much.
I really appreciate it, man. That's they showing their love, man. These are true gamers iron, not just Xbox gamers. These are true gamers iron, man.
Not only that, Sega man, but they're true fans and friends, because they act like friends and family, So they're showing the love, they're showing the respect. They don't have to wish me happy birthday. They don't have to do that, but they do it because they're friends, and they act with respect, and they show us a lot of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Hebot, man, I wanted to ask you another thing, and then I'm actually giving away a 14-day trial of Ultimate Game Pass. I'm going to put the code up on the screen.
Oh, nice.
When I put the code up on the screen, I'm going to hold it up for a while. But I wanted to ask you a question. Now that the ABK deal was done and everything, now, what are they actually saying now, man? What are they damage controlling now, brother? Now that it's done, what are they saying out there now? The ponies, yes, they are losing their mind, man, but what is the narrative now? Because they always turn the goalposts. Now that we got them under wraps and it's all official, what are these idiots out here saying now, Hebot?
Well, the most thing I've been seeing, because I haven't been on social too much. I just been doing, I'm busy. I have everyday living like everybody else. But what I have been seeing is that they're trying to say, oh, let's see how it's going to work out, because they're going to probably kill them off, like they're going to mess them up. They're not going to be as successful. Let's see how it works out, because Microsoft putting stuff on Game Pass, if they're going to lose, the same old shit, like trying to say that Game Pass is going to kill sales, kill revenue, kill profits. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
When we already know that that's not true. Look at Starfield. Starfield came out, and it was still the #1 seller. It still sold over 10 million copies, even though it was on Game Pass, according to what they said as far as the numbers. We'll know for sure when the MPDs come out, which is soon. Mm-hmm. But if you haven't seen and learned if you haven't learned by now that that's bullshit, that's false, that that Game Pass is not going to make profit and is not going to make games profitable, that's just ignorant, because it's already been proven that Game Pass does not stop games from having success, right? GameStop has not stopped games from getting good exposure. Game Pass has not stopped games from doing well, because people can discover them. As long as those games are there, they're going to be discovered. But when a game is only sold one way, right? Let's say physically, and people go to the store, people are not going to be as free to go and buy it without knowing for sure if it's a game they're going to like, appreciate, or want, especially smaller games. So when you see these games on Game Pass and they're still there for a year or 2 years, that still gives and allows games to be exposed and people to keep discovering them. And once they discover them, the game still can do well with engagement. It can do well with sales. So we already know that that is a false narrative. It's been proven. Game Pass is a great tool and a great service that helps games have a second life or second win. Look at Gotham Knights. There's people on Twitter saying, oh my God, this game is great. I don't know why I didn't buy it listening to the stupid media or reviews. This game is actually really good. Why? Because it's on Game Pass. So now they're able to try the game out. Right?
That's right. That's right.
And that's what Game Pass sole purpose really is. To help people play more games at a certain cost and not have to worry about if they're wasting their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. It's that simple. It's not hard. You don't have those options on Nintendo. You don't have those options on PlayStation. You just don't.
Well,
it's either you buy the game or you don't buy the game.
You know what? I just thought about something.
Let me know who got the code in the chat. Let me know who got the code in the chat. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I thought about something that you just said, and you just said the truth about everything. Okay, since all these people want to talk about how they want to see how it's going to go. Okay, you don't see nobody talking about how it went with Final Fantasy 16 flopped. You don't hear nobody talk about that. You don't hear nobody talk about that damn game with the girl Forspoken. You don't hear nobody talk about that. So why they concentrating on? It disturbed me that they want to concentrate on what Microsoft was doing. But Sony been doing the same practices year in, year out. You said you doggone said when that doggone last Spider-Man came out, it didn't do all that doggone great either. Because when they start bundling with the damn system, Then also Sony count that as sales. Okay, they came up with the game for $25 at an E3, and that's the reason why it's sold. Okay, so it really disturbs me when people talk about how they want to see how it's going to go. Then we already know how it's going to go with Microsoft. It's got a success rate, period, where you don't see nothing with Sega, what Sony is doing at all for the gaming industry. Nintendo, they're not doing nothing for the gaming industry. If it was up to them, these damn developers will be gone right now. I'm sorry, but they will be gone. All these other developers will be gone. If it wasn't because of what the game is doing, trying to make sure that small developers stay alive. Like I said earlier, it's not for big gamers. It's not for the big studios. It's for the smaller studios. And that's what we always have said. So let me turn around and give it back to you, Heba, because that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
It my mind.
So, basically, see, look at what other things say. He said, I would have never played Age of Empire 2 if it weren't for Game Pass. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's facts. Yeah. It's facts. Look, I was able to play Ravenlock. I was able to play The Adventures of Benedict Fox. I've been able to play Hi-Fi Rush. I've been able to play High on Life, The Scorn, right? Medium, all them games. And I bought the Medium physical as soon as they came out. I'm gonna try to buy The Scorn also because it's gonna come out physical as well. Why? Because I played it on Game Pass. I like the game. I want to own it so I can go buy it. I don't have to worry about it. I bought Psychonauts 2. I paid $70 for the collector's edition because the game is awesome, and I have it on Game Pass. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's not going to impede me from buying the game. No way. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point of Game Pass. Game Pass is very, and not only that, it's also very, it's very consumer friendly for gamers too. Very consumer friendly for gamers too, because a lot of gamers and a lot of people in the world, period, they just have a lot of different situations as far as economically, right? Economically, not everybody is economically stable, you know? Like for me, it helps me because I have a lot of people in my family and a lot of my boys play games. There's 5 people in my house that are actual gamers that play. And that helps us tremendously as well, too. Because we can make the right decisions of what we choose to buy, what we choose not to buy. Yeah. Because of Game Pass. Same thing. Because of Game Pass. And again, not to sound like a broken record, that is the beauty of Game Pass. It helps everybody. Somebody coming in for the very first time on the Xbox ecosystem. Somebody starting off fresh that hasn't been playing for a long time, or maybe skip the generation, come back to playing games, is going to help them because they can have the freedom of playing games and not feeling handcuffed, right? Through Game Pass and being able to make decisions of games they want to buy or not buy or own or not own. So it's a lot of things. It's not just one thing. It's not like most people that don't really care, that they're just trying to worry about getting views or clicks. All they're worrying about is growing their channel and getting money. Okay, understandably so. But if you're also on the interweb, on YouTube, you have a responsibility to your audience to be honest and give them all the information, not just partial information. And that's the problem. A lot of these dudes, they go out there and only say one thing, right? And not really give the entire information. And that's another thing that's bad. That kind of, that frustrates me or gets me upset, because you see them do it and people actually sit there and believe their shit or their BS, whatever. Even though they're not telling them the full truth, right? Yeah. So that's why, again, I said that is good, because with Game Pass, people don't even have to listen to nobody. They can go and search for themselves and do their own homework because it's cheap. It's not a big risk, and you
Right.
can and it gives you the freedom to do your own research and figure out what you want, what you don't want, what works, what doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So again, it's a lot of things that come into play. It's not just it's there because they don't care and they don't care about the value. Microsoft has released big games back to back and big games for little companies and developers back to back because of that as well. Because they pay them up front, it helps the developer right away, and then the game keeps getting exposed as time goes on. Like the developer of that game Arrow, he said it that it wasn't for Game Pass, he would have never had the success he did. Like the guy who did that other game that with the bicycle that you do, or with the dirt bike that you do tricks on, he came out and said the same thing. If it wasn't for his game or for Game Pass, they would have never had any success. So, again, like I said, if you're a gamer, there's no way that you're going to argue that Game Pass is the best option and the best way to play and discover games. It's just there's no way. When you hate on it, the hate is coming from being insecure about the platform you're already on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
The hate and backlash only comes from gamers that are stuck only on a Nintendo or on a PlayStation or even on PC for that matter. Even though PC has the option to have Game Pass, So again, it's a beautiful thing. So that narrative, they could try it all they want, Sega man, but the long term is going to show that that's not true. Long term, you're going to see that the deal with the acquisition with Activision is going to be fruitful for both parties, not only Microsoft with the Xbox division, but for Activision itself,
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Microsoft is also protecting developers, workers, real people that work there that make that's their living. They don't have to worry about, I'm going to lose a job maybe, or I'm going to be fired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when they make the announcement of, layoffs and stuff, it's really because they're laying off people that are freelancers that work, independently. It's not the actual workers that have been there for a lot of years. It's mainly like freelancers. Some people come in, they get hired to work for a certain amount of time, whether it's seasonal or whether it's just to help out with something real quick, and they let go of those people once the contract's over, once they finish the job. But actual people that are internal that work for Microsoft and Activision, that are part of the Activision and Microsoft family,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have to worry about that because now they have security, So it's not just for us gamers, it's also for these people's livelihood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they have to be afraid of, am I going to have a job in the next year or in the next few months,
Mm-hmm.
Got that right.
But for me, like I said, I'm glad that it's over because now we can see what the fruits of their labor is going to be since now they have the acquisition done, and what good is going to come out of this and not bad, because you don't want to wish that it doesn't work out either and that it turns out bad, because as a gamer, why would you want that? Why would you want to say that? Why would you want to insinuate that? You would want to insinuate, I hope everything goes well and they do good and they keep growing and it does better and better, because long term, again, it's going to benefit and help us, the gamers. And it doesn't matter which gamer it is. It doesn't matter if it's long-term gamers like hardcore gamers like me or Sega Man or like Tuck or 100 or E-Rock, or Unlimited or, all the guys that's been doing it for a long time. But it also will help the casuals as well. Everybody's going to benefit from it, not just us. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
which again is another plus. But yeah, that's the narrative I've been seeing. I'm pretty sure they'll come up with some other retarded shit, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to fail.
Yeah.
And my
It's
big
not going to
thing is
fail.
this. And my thing is like this, Sega. I mean, and Ebot is like this. You know, there was a certain game that PlayStation had on their system. And I mean, and I forgot the name of that damn game too. And it came to the Game Pass and it did good. And Microsoft went and just bought the damn company. And now y'all know what game I'm talking about. The game that will be coming out next year. Hopefully that it comes out next year.
Yeah.
What's the name of that game? Oh shit.
Which one, Tom?
I can't even think of the name of it.
Coming out for Xbox?
The game that was on PS4, that was on the PS, that was on PS before, and it didn't do that good on the PlayStation. Then it came to is it Blair? Is it Blair Witch?
No, it wasn't Blair Witch. No.
No.
You know
Well,
what game I'm
Tom,
talking about?
Real Witch.
there was two. There was two, which was Deathloop was one of them,
I ain't talking about Deathloop. I'm talking about way
and the
before
other
them.
one, was Ghost Tokyo Wire.
I ain't talking about that one either.
Those two games came out on PlayStation first because they had to deal with Sony before they got acquired.
No, but
And they
there
came to
was another one
Xbox,
that was
and they both had a bunch of engagement. Deathloop had like 5 million players, and I think Ghost Tokyo Wire had 5 million players too.
No, but there was more. There was a game before that. I forgot the name of the damn game.
Hellblade?
Hellblade.
Yeah, Zink said Hellblade 2.
And look, hey,
No, Hellblade 1.
Yeah, hey, Hellblade 1. And look what it did. It came to the Xbox and it found a home. Because it was not doing that damn great on the PlayStation. We know that.
Well,
So,
it did okay on PlayStation, but it did better on Game Pass.
it did better on the Xbox, and that's important. It did better on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important thing right there. So when it comes down to people talk about what PlayStation have done for the industry and all that stuff, PlayStation haven't done nothing for the industry. They haven't done nothing. Just make mischief and want to keep things the same, like they always want to do. And they don't give a damn about these damn developers going out of business. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft does. Yes, we know it's all about money, but Microsoft is giving them the money to put it on the Game Pass.
Well, talk Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 did well because they put it on Game Pass, remember?
Well, that's what I'm saying. In Hellblade, the first one.
Just like this one too, Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter did well. They put it on the Game Pass. So
That's
did
right.
Near Automata also did well.
Yeah, Near Automata. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But they didn't do shit on the PlayStation. Because what did Jim Ryan say? Y'all ain't playing your games. And they're not.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. And I mean, maybe if you still playing your damn game, maybe you might get more exclusives. You know, because Jim Ryan said that don't look for this generation to have exclusives like they did in the last couple of years. It's not gonna work.
Well, it's like people that try to say talk. It's like people that try to say, "Oh, it does." Call of Duty does better on PlayStation. Yeah, Call of Duty was doing better on PlayStation because once Microsoft finished that deal, right?
That's right.
That the deal went to PlayStation afterwards, right?
That's
A
right.
lot of those guys they migrated and came from Xbox 360.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sega man, I think you should kick Hebot's ass off the show. He said Hellblade did good. He bought that game tank. It didn't do nothing. I think they sold like 400,000 of
No,
those
it
Hellblade
did
copies.
okay on PlayStation, but it didn't do as well as it did on
Hey,
Xbox.
hey, Sega man, so you're not gonna kick his ass off the show? Hey, He-Bot. Hey, I know, hey, Gogo Pole, the realist. I know you hear me talking this shit to He-Bot. Hey, He-Bot, listen, man. I thought Sony had like 150,000 PS4s out there. Why didn't they buy this damn game?
Right? Yeah.
The hell out of here.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
man. So Tuck has a super incredible point here. And it's, Hellblade Senua Saga. Microsoft bought these people. Sony couldn't, like Colin Moriarty, Unlimited's favorite guy. Colin Moriarty say, it's not your game. Well, Hellblade was your game, Colin, and you didn't do shit to grow the game. So
Nope.
Phil Spencer bought these jokers. They can't make a game better than me, Dia, and Tuckmaster. And now they have reputable people working on this game to make it a real game. So they put that piece of shit from Sony in Game Pass. I looked at that again. I'm like, man, this game looks trash like it was when I saw it the first time. But you turn and look at what Hellblade Senua Saga 2 is going to be, you realize that's going to be an up-to-date video game with some RDNA 2, like you said earlier, Hebot. It's going to be RDNA 2 next-gen technology and ready to go. Hey, man, I got to get out of here. I might have to turn y'all off because I have to go into this church and fix a few things. And then, this lady might say, hey, what you listening to? And I'm like,
We're gonna make other thing. We're gonna make you sin if you keep listening to us.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna cut you niggas off as soon as I get in the parking lot. All right, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, man.
That's okay, man.
Yeah, only thing I can tell. What I would tell the thing is, I know Hellblade 2 might not have been, the best looking game, as far because it was small. It was done by 12 people or even 20 people, I think. And they had a small budget. And motherfuckers did the mocap with Home Depot cameras. Put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't never lying.
But it's a good game. It's a good game. You should definitely play it and try it. Others think if you didn't get a chance to, it's a good game. That's why Microsoft bought them. They saw the potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a good game.
Plus,
Yeah.
remember another detail that a lot of people don't like to say. Ninja Theory, they started on Xbox on the OG with Kung Fu Chaos, right?
Yeah.
It was Microsoft who gave Ninja Theory. It was Microsoft who gave Ninja Theory their first opportunity when they were making their first game for the first time, and that's why they decided to go with Microsoft when they did the deal. Because if you look at the featurette when they got bought out, that's the first thing that the guy that runs Ninja Theory, the head guy, that's the first thing he said. That they went with them because they gave them their first opportunity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
You see, I would love to see them make another Kung Fu Chaos, boy. Man, that was my game right there, boy. The Kung Fu Chaos was good. It was a good game.
Oh, it was. It was a good game.
Hey,
Kung
T
Fu
Reaper,
Chaos, I still actually own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still actually own Kung Fu Chaos.
okay, you still with it? Okay, I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuck, you good? T Reaper,
Yeah, I'm
good?
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Yeah, man, but I have it on the OG Xbox, man. That's actually a good game.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Chaos. What you laughing at, realist?
I mean, I wish they would have put that on the back compatible list, but
I mean, yeah, that would be cool if they did that. Yeah, you never know. Maybe down the road they might, because it's an OG Xbox. I can't see them not doing it.
Yeah.
That would be
I
that would be
do it.
yeah, that would be
The
real cool.
what? The what, Tuck? The what, Tuck?
I'd like to see them do another Kung Fu Chaos.
Oh yeah, Kung Fu Chaos was like a party beat 'em up fighting game. Like you fought with the Kung Fu characters. They look like little kids. It was actually a really fun game. It was a really fun game that a lot of people didn't even play or even knew existed on OG because again, since the very beginning with Microsoft when they came in with OG Xbox, they were the new kids on the block. So a lot of people didn't support them. They didn't buy OG Xbox right away. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
and so they needed to discover them. They needed to they didn't, a lot of games weren't discovered because there was a lot of games on OG like Guilty Gears. Guilty Gears was on the OG Xbox, and then it was on and then they had games on the 360. And then after the Xbox One came out, what did they do? They put the game exclusively only on they put the game only exclusively so I can pay you. Oh, only.
Huh?
They put the game on PlayStation, right? But now what happened? They just released the new one that was been on PlayStation 4 for like 4 years on Xbox with Guilty Gear Strive. But during the whole Xbox One generation, they didn't put no games on Xbox. 14?
Nope, they didn't. They absolutely did not.
And that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about that people don't realize. You know what I'm saying? Just like EDF, Earth Defense Force. They haven't put none of their new games. And they haven't put none of their new games on Xbox, but yet they keep making a bunch of the new ones that they made, and they're all on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that I don't understand, because the game, if Sony don't own the developer, if they don't own the publisher, if they didn't pay and fund it for the game, if they didn't pay for exclusivity, then why are these developers making these games only for PlayStation and not Xbox, right? If they don't sell a lot on PlayStation to begin with.
Yeah.
And most of those developers, what are they? Japanese, right?
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? That means they have nationalistic practices, meaning they prefer to put their product on a Japanese product, like a console that's from Japan, like PlayStation, right? But not an American console like the Xbox. And then you bring that up to people like, nah, you're just fucking making conspiracies. You're just a hater. What the hell are you talking about? No, dude, it's because that makes perfect sense. There's no other explanation for that. Don't come with that shit.
Yeah, it's the truth.
You know? And that's the type of things that I'm talking about, and the type of details that people, these other people that are around now,
Yes, Bass.
don't bring up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't bring it up, and they try to act like, oh no, it's not like that. What you talking about? Or they don't bring it up at all in when they do their videos or their podcast. But people like us that do know the full detail, that's been around since the very beginning with Xbox and what's been going on, we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And we'll bring it up, but then then they get mad. Oh, because we're bringing it up as we're doing like console war stuff like that. You get what I'm saying?
It's the truth, brother. It's the truth, bro.
They be bugging. No, they be bugging. You know what I mean?
In denial.
No, they just think that we bring it up or talk about it because all we're trying to do is like create console wars and shit. You know what I'm saying? When it's not, we're just bringing out the full details that other people don't do. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that simple. It's that simple.
Well, brother Ebot, Tuck, hey man, anything else? Anything else exciting? I mean, I think the most exciting thing, man, and great thing right now is getting, that this is official now, man, and just waiting to see what happens, man. Hebot, before we go and everything too, man, I hope that now that they have Activision, brother, and Blizzard, that they can make those OG Activision games back and pat. What do you think? You think they'll do that, brother Hebot? Yeah,
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I hope now that they have Activision under their umbrella,
yeah,
and that they're part of the Xbox ecosystem and family, obviously,
yeah,
that they're able to bring back a lot of those Activision published games via back on pat. I really hope so.
I hope so too, man. I really hope they do that.
I don't know if they will, but I hope so.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to see a lot of those OG games come back and pat, brother.
Yeah.
Now that we
Especially
got,
like the Spider-Man game. So there's a lot of good ones.
yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
They can do it. They can't stop them from doing it. So
Well, I don't think, thank you, my love. I don't think they can stop them because, like I said, the merchandising rights to Spider-Man is owned by Disney Marvel.
yeah,
Sony does not own the right. Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man for movies.
yeah,
That's a different thing. So that's why, I don't think they can say really no to bring it out
yeah,
because people think that Sony owns Spider-Man. Oh no, they can't. No, that's not true at all. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't see Spider-Man in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which was on the Switch, and you would have never seen Spider-Man on the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that just came out not too long ago, last gen,
yeah,
on the
yeah,
fighting. He was in the game. Why? Because they don't own Spider-Man. They own the movie rights to Spider-Man, but not the IP or the character where they can't put it in the video games if they don't own merchandising rights. It's Disney Marvel that owns the merchandising rights to Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So I hope they do. I really hope they do. There's a topic I want to talk about. If I could bring it up.
Sure.
When,
You got no problem.
as soon as you finish getting everybody else's thoughts on the back and pat, I'll tell you, and then maybe we could talk about it real quick.
Cool, man. Yeah, we'll talk about it. What about you, brother Tuck? I know you like some OG games. What do you think about, man? Do you think now that we have the Activision and Blizzard deal, under the Xbox umbrella, man, would you like to see the back and back games come out?
I like to see Transformers come out. I really enjoyed the Transformers game.
Oh yeah,
The Transformer game.
yeah.
I enjoyed some of the Spider-Man games, which I didn't play that much of the Spider-Man of the
What's
game.
up, Rain? Yeah, that would be
think
really
I'd like to
cool.
see that come out. And mainly like I said, I really did like Kung Fu Chaos a whole lot. So whether they're gonna do that or not, I don't know.
We'll see. What
Yeah.
about you, brother T? Man, I don't know if you really play a lot of backwards compat games, but do you think would you? Is there anything you would like to see come out OG from the Activision, man, and they bring it to backwards compatibility?
No, I just want my new games.
That's what I like about T, man. He's right to the point. That's what I like about T. He ever since we started podcasting, man, he's straight to the point, man. That's cool, man. But hey, like I said, me and he bought, we're big collectors of physical media. I know people talk about the digital and all that, but me and he bought amongst Unlimited got physical too. Some of the people out in the chat probably, some of the brothers, they probably got their physical media too. And we just would like to see more of those OG great Activision games come out and be back compat, on the series of X consoles, man. That would be a fantastic to see, man. I'd be happy, dude, if I could just pull out some more of my OG games, put them right in my Series X, man. Get that 4K assets with 60 frames per second. Makes it look like a brand new game. It makes you want to go back and just play the game all over again. That's what's up, man. That's cool. If you can go back and play a game that you love, guys, with updated graphics, 4K, like a 360 game, or even an OG, man, it's definitely worth going back and visiting that game again because it's not costing you out of pocket. Just put it in, download it into your system, bam, play that game again, man, and have a day of nostalgia. You know what I mean? That's what's up. I would love to have that happen. But our brother has a topic that he would like to discuss and talk about. And let's see what has to say. You said you wanted to talk about and discuss a topic, brother. So go on ahead and let us know what you want to talk about, man.
Well, it was two things. One is that one thing I want to call out Microsoft on, though,
Okay.
is that I think they really need to, and I mean a little bit of talk about this a lot, on like social, like on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I think Microsoft needs to start really putting their IPs, that belong to them, like the Halos,
Yeah.
games like the Gunk that are smaller, or even Hi-Fi Rush. I really think Microsoft needs to make physical copies of these games, and that they need to preserve them physically,
That
not
would be
just
nice.
digitally.
That would be nice.
Because that's one thing that Nintendo and Sony does, that they make sure they put all their first party IPs physically as well. And I think Microsoft should really consider in bringing out a lot of those games, and even old games that they have that are first party that they never did, like Marlo Briggs. Like make a physical copy, since they own the IP of Marlo Briggs, or allow a physical copy for games like Comic Jumper, because those games are awesome. And there's a lot of collectors that would love to have them preserved physically, not just digitally, right?
Yeah.
And I really think they need to start considering doing that, and move from the 50 gig disc to the 100 gig disc. And even if you have to put the game on multi-layered disc, like in a couple of discs, like a Starfield, because it has a lot more. It's like, because Starfield is like 130 gigs, and
Yeah.
Forza, we all know Forza is 130 gigs, and games like the Halo Master Chief Collection, even though that is on disc. But I'm saying, giving you an example, like Halo Infinite, those games are not really on the disc. Those games are just like, they're partially on the disc, right? And they really should consider making sure that they bring out more physical copies of their first party games, because games like the Gunk or Hi-Fi Rush, for example, they get lost in translation because they're not in the stores like GameStop, Walmart, Target, or even a Best Buys. And people that may not have Game Pass or may not be familiar with the Xbox ecosystem don't even know these games exist, because they don't have Xbox and they don't have Game Pass. And if they have Game Pass, they probably don't even know what they're looking for. So if you have a copy of these disc games on the store shelf, it will help bring more people to and notice the games, because they can see them, right, in the physical format. So I really think they need to consider bringing out the first party IPs physically more often.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not right that we've got companies like Nintendo or Sony that don't have the kind of money they have, but they'll still bring out physical form copies of all their first party IPs. So I know if they can do it, Microsoft can do it also, right? So I want to call them out on that. They need to really kind of fix that, because it's an issue. And it's not fair to the gamers on Xbox that like physical media. This may not really apply to people that like digital, but the ones who like physical, I don't think it's fair to us. You see, even if we're a small 20%, doesn't matter. That 20% is 20% that you can make sure that you cater and make them happy, so that they can feel happier by being able to have physical copies of those set games.
Right.
I would love to have Hi-Fi Rush physically. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the Gunk, for example. And last gen they were doing that, right? Last gen they were doing that. Gun. Hellblade got a physical copy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I wanted to bring up and kind of call out Microsoft on it, because I'm not happy that they don't do that. And I don't have a problem calling them out when I think it's something that's legit and that it's a legitimate discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one thing I want to bring up. And the other thing is, did you motherfuckers see the fuckery and the audacity that fucking digital fuckery did on one of their videos? Did you guys see what they did on them?
No, I did not. What'd they do, brother?
Yo, these motherfuckers had the nerve. It's called the Forza ray tracing controversy. That's the title of the video.
Oh boy.
They had the nerve to do a video talking about Microsoft being deceptive in saying that they were going to do ray tracing a specific way and actually not achieve what they promised and what they showed in the reveal trailer for Forza. Like they're trying to say that they did it on purpose, and if they couldn't really achieve it, they should have never showed it. They should have showed it the way it was supposed to be on console, and then what you were able to achieve on PC. I'm like, these motherfuckers got a lot of fucking nerve.
Really?
When they know Sony is #1 at doing things deceptively. Sony shows one thing one way, and then never is the way they show it. They always downgrade everything, always. And then instead of calling Sony out, what they'll do is, I mean, Sony showed this, but they didn't achieve it. But either way, they came close enough, and it looks great. That's what they do when it's Sony. But they want to try to call out Xbox and saying, oh, like they said they were going to achieve this and that with the ray tracing, and they couldn't do it. They need to stop doing that and have a better, clearer message, because this is deceptive towards the consumer.
Wow. Really? Wow, bro. Wow.
You know, they still said the game is great, that it's doing great things, and the ray tracing is great, but that it should have been just like they showed. I'm like, you know, when they show tech demos or reveal trailers, that is a conceptual idea of what they want to do, right?
Yeah.
It's an idea. It's like, this is what we want to achieve, and this is what we think we could achieve. That's not 100% indicative of what they're going to achieve. It's an idea. That's why it's called, you know, that's why it's called a reveal trailer or a beta or a tech demo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That does not necessarily mean that they were trying to say, yes, this is what we're going to achieve 100%. They said we're going to have ray tracing while you're racing in the game. And they do have it. But it's just not as prominent as it was on the trailer, because the trailer, again, was a small little portion of the game. They ran it at the best, highest quality that they could, but it wasn't the full game with all the context or all the content, right? But at least it's there the way they said it was going to be, at 4K or at 60 frames. You know what I mean? Especially if they don't take the time to call out, like I said, Sony. Because Sony loves showing shit one way, and when you get it, it's something completely different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They did that with Forspoken. They did that with fucking their fucking GT Sport.
What's that old game he bought? They showed a long time ago. They said it looked just like the game, and then when you got it, it was complete utter trash garbage. That shooting game. What was that game?
It was a shooting. Is that they done it several? Oh, you mean Killzone? Killzone.
Was it Killzone? They showed
Killzone 3. Yeah, the one they showed during PS3. You mean?
Yeah, and they said it was going to look like this. They called it the Gears Killer. That shit was garbage.
It was. I mean, it was nowhere near what they were showing.
Yeah.
Nowhere near.
Because I actually played that. I tried it out when I had the PS3 e-bot, and I said, man, this shit is garbage. This ain't nothing like they said it was gonna be.
Right.
You mean?
Or when they said that they were gonna have games running at 120 frames, and that was also a retarded lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about. They had the nerve to do a video like that, yet they've never done that with Sony. Like, what the fuck?
They're doing that.
Are you motherfuckers serious? That's why I can't stand Digital Foundry. I can't stand them. And it's because of that. Because they do shit like that. It makes me want to just punch somebody in the face.
And you know, Heba, when you play that game, the Forza game, I put the ray trace. I can tell.
Well, you can see it. Yeah, of course.
I can tell.
It may not be as prominent as the way you saw it in the reveal trailer, but it's still good. It's still very good. You know what I mean?
It is. And you got like, I don't have that, like, see, Brother Hebot, I don't have the TV that Brother Hebot has, but I can tell the difference when I put that ray tracing on.
Right.
When I was playing it from what I had it on. I wanted to test it out and see Hebot, and I could tell, and it looks great. And I adjusted Hebot also my HDR, and it came out looking even better.
Oh yeah. If you adjust the brightness or the HDR, the way it tells you on the sliders, and you do it, and sometimes you could even do it even more depending on your taste. The game looks incredible.
Yeah.
I've
That's
seen a
right.
lot of people showing video and the game looks like washed out or the contrast is way too high. And it's because they don't have it showing it in the right, in the right,
The settings.
right, in the right settings. Also in the right, what you call it, in the right,
We talking
like
about?
on the right TVs, Because if you have
Yeah,
a game,
yeah,
if you have a TV, if you have a TV, um, if you have a TV that is not what you call it, if you have a TV that's not supporting all the features like HDR, Dolby Vision,
yeah,
or Dolby Atmos surround,
yeah.
or high, or or full 4K,
Mm-hmm.
if the TV doesn't support it, it's not going to show correctly on videos as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to be clear when I say they need to bring out more physical, is because a lot of people, I know they like digital, right? But just because you like digital, you can't put to the side the people that don't like digital. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do that because that's not the way that works. The gaming industry doesn't just cater to people that like digitally. It's supposed to cater to everyone. Those who like multiplayer, those who like, single player, those who like, co-op campaigns,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. The industry is made to cater to all types of gamers. If you like strategy, RTS, RPGs, action hack and slash beat 'em ups, 2D side scrollers, first person shooters, isometric top down shooters, whatever the game is, shoot 'em ups, like shmups, you cannot just have that mentality. Oh no, they don't need to do that all digital. No, you have to allow the industry to cater to all gamers because that's the right thing to do. You can't just be thinking, oh, it's what I like my way and that's it, because that's not how that works.
Oh,
That's not how that works.
We hear you. We
Huh?
hear you, realist. He said all games get downgraded.
Yeah, but sometimes they really don't. Sometimes, like when they showed Rise, Son of Rome, for example.
Yeah.
Rise, Son of Rome looked exactly the way it did when they showed it the first time. Same thing with Dead Rising 3. It looked the exact same
Oh
way.
yeah. Beautiful.
The
game.
same thing like Forza 5. It looked the exact same way. The same thing like Killer Instincts. That looked the same way they showed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Sometimes they do, sometimes it depends, right? It all depends.
What did Google Poll say? Not every game has to be physical. Well, I understand that, man, but we're
Well, not every game depending. It depends because, again, digital games you don't own. You never own them. You just don't because of licensing, right?
Yeah.
Or just because the internet service itself. For example, if your current, let's say, if your current gamer tag, right? If that gets corrupted, right? You lose all your games and you can't download them again, right?
Yeah.
You would have to rebuy a lot of them again. Look, I have games from back in the day that are mint and they work perfect. So discs don't get ruined just like that either. Yes, they can if you have them in the wrong temperature, if you don't take care of them. I got games from Saturn. I have games from the not Genesis because it wasn't CD, but anything CD based, like on TurboGrafx, even Sega Man does. Even Sega Man does on Dreamcast that are mint that work perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to know how to take care of it. It's a certain way you take care of these people. And if you take care of them correctly, they're never going to get ruined. Yep. They're never going to get messed up. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, they can, but that's, again, if you're careless and don't know how to really take care of them. You know what I mean? But again, just because you like digital, like I tell people, doesn't mean that you can't say, oh no, they don't have to bring it out physical because Heba wants physical. No, I want it physical. I prefer physical. Bottom line, I'm not going to change my ideas of liking physical. But don't say that I don't deserve to have a game physically just because you want it all digital, because that's you as a gamer being selfish in a way, because that's not your preference. I don't care if they're bringing out digital. I respect that. You want to be all digital. I respect that. I think T Reaper's all digital. E-Rock's all digital. I don't ever say, "Oh, you're stupid. Why you do that?" No,
I
because
think Mark is all digital too.
right, it's what works for you. If you like it digital, that's fine. That's okay. Me personally, I'd rather have physical, no matter what. If I could get every game physically, I want every game physical. That's just me.
I
But
would
don't,
love
you know,
that.
but
I
I,
would love
but
that.
don't tell me, oh, you don't need it physical because it's all digital now. No, that's not what I like. It just isn't. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just isn't. That's my point of view. Because it's like you're undermining what I prefer over what you prefer, and then it's okay for you to get what you want, but it's not okay for me to get what I want, even though I'm a consumer just like you, even though I pay the same amount of money like you. No, that's not how that is. I always said that the industry could cater to everybody, not just a certain amount or a set kind of game, because that's healthy for the industry. That's not unhealthy. That's healthy because the more people you cater to, the more people you keep happy, the more people you're always going to keep coming back to your platform.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I've always said it. You know that, Sega man. I always said it. If Xbox goes full digital, I'm not buying no more games ever again.
Yeah.
I'm done. I won't. I just won't. I will not. I refuse because I just don't like it. I don't prefer it. Now, do I know certain games can't come out physical? Yes, because there's a lot of smaller companies and developers and publishers that just can't afford to bring all their games out physically. So if I could only get it digital, then I'll buy it because I buy all my games both ways. Hey, Nick, I buy all my games both ways.
Well,
I'll buy it physical, and then if I see it on sale, I'll buy it digital. I buy it both ways, so I can have it both ways.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't buy digital. I got over 2,000 games digitally. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the
And
realist
that's
says
only on Xbox.
the realist says you don't own physical either, especially on Xbox.
Then you, of course,
Oh, brother Hebot's breaking up. Look, they're even trying to get my man on his birthday. Brother Hebot is breaking up, man. I wanted to hear what he had to say. He'll be back in a second. We're going to, after me and Hebot, we talk about this last segment, man. We're going to get on out of here. I know the brothers probably got to want to go eat and got things they want to do, but I want to thank you guys. Guys in the chat, please let me know if you guys got that 14-day trial code for Ultimate Game Pass.
Neil,
just let me know. But Hebot.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said the only time you don't own a game physically when it's a physical copy, it's if the game is attached to the internet. Like Forza, you don't own it because it's attached to the internet. You see what I'm saying? But if the game, like is a single player game, for example, like the Gunk or like Hi-Fi Rush, absolutely you own the game. You could play it in the disc, and you don't need to be online. You don't need to be online to play it. You could just play it offline.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I said they need to make more of those games physically.
That you can play offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I know as far as our OG Xbox games and our 360 games, most of them do. Like, well, the Xbox OG games, they play offline. I mean, you could play those, right?
Yeah, the only thing is you won't get the update. You won't get the update. Like, for example, if they have a 4K update, you won't be able to play it like that. You could just play it without the update.
And what about 360? Same thing?
360, the 360, I think you can't do it because it's a different code. You need to do like an online, basically to confirm that those games are yours and on that account so that you can play them. You have to get that online registry where it reads, which they need. That's why I said they need to fix that because there should be a way where you could just play it, without needing the internet to register the game. But I don't know if they could do it with the back compat 360 stuff. I'm not sure. I know you could do it with the OG, but I'm not sure if they could do it with the 360 way.
The realist at Xbox is already full digital? Well,
No, no, they need to. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. That I don't. They need to stop doing that because
Yes,
they need to bring out more games physically.
That's gonna be the next. That's gonna be the next step. T-Bot is digital.
Yeah, but you don't want an all digital future. That's the whole point. Yeah, that's
I
not
do.
good.
I
That's no
do.
bueno.
I seriously do.
No, again, that's not good because you're never gonna own your stuff.
But you never.
And if
own-
anything happens, you can lose it. And basically, you're throwing away money. The
Yeah,
whole point of having physical is so that you don't have to be worried about losing your games if anything happens. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, but I can still lose my games if they're digital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Digitally, you can, but physically, you won't be. You won't lose.
Physically, I can still lose my games if I have them physical.
No, not if they're on the disc. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
on the disc, and you break the disc, it's gone.
Yeah, but why? Why would you break? How would you break a disc? You're an adult.
By
You won't break
playing
the
it.
disc.
By
You're
playing.
not gonna look. T Reaper, look, brother. Listen to me. I have games that are from Turbo Graphics, so does Sega Man, that are mint, that work perfect. You're not going to break your game if you're an adult. Now, a child, yeah, absolutely. But as an adult, no.
Longer, but it will break.
No. Look, physical is something that we cannot cheer to lose because that's not good for the industry.
But
And we're going to learn the hard way. If it does go all digital, we're going to learn the hard way, and it's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you. Mark my words, it's gonna be a problem. You cannot wish for physical only. Digital only. That's not good. That's no bueno.
the next
Now, I respect that you like all digital. That's fine. But digital can't be the future only because it's gonna be long term. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna hurt us. Trust me, it will hurt us. That's why I say with the stuff they're trying to do now with movies, they're trying to get rid of no. Because you only get the best quality also with most games and movies when they're physical as well also because it's bit for bit on a disc. It's not streamed. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not it doesn't lose any
that are all streamed.
Yeah, but I'm saying the quality from the physical disc is always 100% bit for bit for everything. You see what I'm saying? You get the best picture quality, the best sound quality, the best image quality with physical as well. That's another thing that's good about it. Plus, you don't have to worry about not being able to play it if you're not online. That's my whole point. That's what I'm trying to say. Microsoft needs to do that more, especially with their single player games like the Gunk. You see what I'm saying? Or like Hi-Fi Rush, that they don't need to be attached to the online. There's no reason for them to be attached to the online. That's what I'm trying to say. Like other stuff, I understand. Like the stuff like Halo that's online, or like the Halo campaign, that should be on the disc. That shouldn't be only digital. Stuff like that. I mean, I don't understand why is it that's a problem for people? I don't get it. Why is that seems to be a threat to people, but I don't get it. I just don't, because there's space for both. There's room for both. I mean, I don't understand why it's such a threat, but I guess it is for some people. But I'm telling you from the perspective of a technician that knows how it works, that stuff long term is going to hurt us. If we go all digital, it's going to be bad. Maybe not right away, but trust me, it will be. It's not good. No bueno. I told you, the only reason they're pushing digital is because it's more profitable for the developer and publisher, which I understand 100%. And I'm for the developer and publisher. I am. Because they make more money straight up than they do physical. But for stuff that shouldn't be, that's smaller, they should consider it because it's good for preservation. That's real preservation. Digital, you can't preserve. That's not real preservation. You can't preserve it because it's digital. It's attached to the online all the time. It's not preserved. So preserving games have to be physical. They can't be preserved digitally. That's why I'm saying that. But it's okay though. It is, like I said, I understand when people like digital. It's convenient, it's nice, it's fast. You get access to games right away. But it's not, but it's not 100%, ownership if you can't control the online the way it works. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But it's all right. I mean, people are gonna agree, people disagree. It's fine. But that's what I want. I want them to do stuff like that, like the smaller stuff, that single player, that don't need to be attached to online. They should have physical copies of it. Like Psychonauts, that's a single player. It's physical. Like Hellblade, same thing. That's a good thing. It's not bad.
I just think the next console is going to be all digital.
No. They're gonna give us the option, like probably with the detachable shit, just like PlayStation. I could see that. So for those who want the physical, they could buy it separate.
Do that.
I mean, you might be right. It might be all digital, but I don't think so. I think they'll do it. Like I said, Phil's the first one who said that there's a future for physical and there's a future for digital. That's nothing wrong with that. He said it. He said it long ago. So I don't know why he would retract on that, but
there's nothing wrong with doing both, because with both you make more money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not only do you make more money, but you also make all the demographics happy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the demographic of gamers. Like I completely 100% understand everybody loves digital. I get it. I don't have a quarrel with that because I know why. I get it. It's very convenient. It's very convenient.
The reason why I would still like it for the next system is because I have all my physical backwards compatibility I want to put in that system.
Right, that's another thing too, to keep playing backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I would, because I still have those games.
I would rather play all my back catalog on the current console I own than have to plug in the old console, use it again over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather always be able to play it on my new console, because that's also very convenient. You know what I mean?
Carrying everything over with you like you are with this.
Plus, remember, a lot of those old consoles, there are hardly any of them left. Because they don't produce them anymore. They don't make them.
Nope.
So when there's no more available Xbox Ones or 360s, which I know won't happen overnight, it'll take a while. But when there's none left and you can't replace it, then you're fucked. You just got games you can't play. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't spend all that money in my life through collecting, not being able to play the games.
Yeah.
And you can't play every game, because not every game on Xbox 360, for example, there's like 500 games more, maybe even 700 that are still not back compat.
Yeah.
You can't play them unless you have a 360. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or OG Xbox.
Or OG Xbox. They got a bunch of them as well. Punisher is one of them that could, off the top of my head,
Yeah.
There's just a lot of games you can't play, and if they could preserve it, and I think it was Dea who brought it up. I forgot who it was. It might have been the realist on the chat, where they talked about something about if they did it through thumb drives, like flash drives.
Yeah.
Where you can have it stored on flash. No, it was Slick. It was Slick Slayer. He was the one who said it.
What did he say?
That he said if they were able to put all the games on a thumb drive, where you can store it and keep it on a thumb drive, it would be more accessible and easier to preserve on a thumb drive.
Yeah. And
going forward and being able to play them, via online or via offline. Huh?
Yeah, I think he said that. I think he said it on Technoblast's show. I think you're right.
No, he also said it on the show when he was talking with us, when he was invited by, I think it was Unlimited.
Yeah.
On the Unlimited Truth. Yeah. And I said, yeah, you know what? That's actually a good idea too. That would be good too.
Yeah.
Where you can have it.
Drive? Yeah.
Huh?
Put it on a thumb drive? Yeah.
Like on a thumb drive that has a lot of storage, because the thumb drives now come really, really high storage. And you can have them there, your whole library. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you won't need to be online or offline. You could just play it off the thumb drive.
Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. Well,
it would be a good alternative for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it will resolve a lot of issues with the physical or with the digital. I think it will resolve a lot of issues. But again, it's still early to think or talk about it, but it's something that I think all companies, Microsoft, all of them should think about going forward because we're going into the digital market heavy. And I don't think T Reaper or the realists are wrong. I think the future is going to be where it's going to be full digital.
Yeah,
I really do. But
It
for those who like physical and that want preservation for like with the single player stuff at least, they really should consider an alternative that will make both sides happy. You know what I mean?
hmm
Because I was one of those people back in the day. I used to say, what they should always do is make the online portion of the game only be available digitally, where you can download it and it's online because it makes sense. It's online. And then any game that has single player components, like a Gears that has both, that single player game, just keep it on a disc. That way it's preserved. So you never.
Dragon said he's with you, he bought.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dragon said he's with you, man. Hey, we
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah.
He's another one. He's a collector. He has a lot.
Oh yeah. Like I always said, when I bring it up, I'm not trying to go against my brothers that love digital or trying to act like I know more than them. No, I understand why they love digital. I like T Reaper, bro. I get it. T Reaper is my brother. I'll never get mad at my boy, or even the realist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're my brothers. But I'm just saying that the same way they want to feel happy, I want to feel happy too. So if I want a single player games at least to be preserved physically, please consider giving me that Xbox. I'm calling it out because they need to know that there's an audience that loves physical as well, at least for the single player games. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying because Realist or Unlimited or anybody else or T Reaper, for example, or E-Rock, because they like digital, that they're wrong. They're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's their fucking choice. My son, Donovan, he loves his digital.
Yeah.
That motherfucker loves digital. He don't want a physical copy. You show him a physical copy, he wants to throw up. He don't like it. I'm like, son, it to each his own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he also understands where I come from about wanting games physically, especially if they're single player. I'm not saying every game, just mainly single player games, because it's I shouldn't have to play it online if it doesn't need it. No single player game needs an online connection. That's just stupid. You don't need it, so why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, and that's what I mean. But yeah, I respect and give props to all my brothers. However they play, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, y'all stupid because you only like digital." You crazy? No, I wouldn't do that ever. I would never do that.
Oh, Unlimited. Oh, what's up, Unlimited? Unlimited says, "I don't think I can make it, Sega Man, but excellent show. Thank you, brother."
Unlimited is always busy. You know that he's the man.
Thank you, brother Unlimited. But hey, man, this was a great show. We're gonna get going, man. It's also, like I said again, my brother Hebot's birthday weekend. So
thank you, boss.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get going, man. This was a great show. I'm glad that everybody in the chat they were on fire. We got 20 people.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what's great about the chat. They always interact with us. Yeah, for sure.
I love it, man. Thank you for coming, the realist, man. I really appreciate you coming, man. Great points, everybody. Great points. Dave,
and that's what makes good conversation. When the chat can bring up their own opinions as well. That's what makes great conversation for sure.
Yeah, great. I mean, I'm glad everybody came, man. What did Unlimited say? I did a midnight release, 9 p.m. release of Assassin's Creed and Hogwarts Legacy in the year 2023. Both had surprisingly great turnouts on my
because he told me he got midnight release for them. Yeah, that's good though. That used to be the shit because we could all mingle and talk.
Going to that. I used to get my gears like that, man, for 360. I used to go to those, man. It was exciting, bro.
Yeah, you could sit down, talk to people about the game, meet new people.
Yeah, man.
That was part of the gaming industry, of the whole gaming culture.
Lining up, yeah.
It was just fun. Be cold as hell, freezing your balls off, but you're having a good time just talking about games.
Yeah, it was nice. And I remember real quick, when the first Connect came out, my wife got me. I went out early in the morning, bro. Late, like I think too. I was out there. I was out there at GameStop to get that for my kids for Christmas, bro. I was out there and I got the free game. I got a free Connect Adventures.
Right.
And I went to
I
get
don't
that when
think
it first came out.
right, and I don't think there was ever a time. I don't know if any of you guys experienced it, like 108 or you or Unlimited, for example. I don't think I've ever experienced in any midnight release like bullshit. Like nobody got into a fight, as
No,
far as I remember.
no.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody got into a fight. Nobody got into an argument. It was just a good time. They would do tournaments where you could play before the release, like a game, and they'll do a pot. Somebody can win a free copy of the game, or they would win some money playing Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Smash Brothers, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff that was fun about it, and yet that created good memory. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely,
Man. Stuff like that. Those are the things that I miss the most from not having more midnight releases with with physical copies and stuff. Right.
It's nothing like that now. Nothing.
Yeah. Because people could have the game at home. People can have the game at home 2 weeks before it come out, my brother.
Oh, yeah, man.
You can download that bad boy 2 weeks before it even come out, and you're ready to go.
With Forza Motorsport.
Yeah.
So
which is also awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
it's also awesome.
I never dealt with anything at midnight release. I always been a gamer getting together to play a game early. Yeah, from our brother Unlimited.
Right. Me too. We used to go all the time. I remember when I went to the Forza midnight release for the Forza console for the Xbox. Oh, that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
You got that Gears console, don't you?
Well, I had it too. I got almost all the custom ones last gen.
Oh,
on Xbox One.
Gears one, didn't you? 360.
Yeah. Because what I would do, because it got messed up. That's why.
Oh.
So what I would,
right?
Huh?
You got the Gears controller though.
I have the Elite Gears controller. Yeah.
Oh man, you can't get that anywhere. Damn.
Yeah, and it's expensive too when you try to buy it on the aftermarket.
Yeah.
It's retarded expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it's really expensive. Yeah.
God damn.
Some people sell it for like $600, bro.
God damn, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new next gen console. Damn.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you have the money and you're a big heavy collector, I guess you won't mind paying for it. But most people, the reality is, most people don't want to shell out $600 just to have a custom controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wanted the Elite one, the Elite 2, the Halo one that came out in the beginning of the gen. I mean, Virgin Food. Is it? Check if it's that one. I think it's that one. I wanted to get that shit, but that shit sold out like in seconds. I think 108's has it. I'm not sure. I think he has it.
What is it?
The Halo Elite Series 2. The one that came out.
108. If you're in the chat, man, do you have that controller?
I think he does. I think he does. Yeah, I think he does.
The what is it? The Halo.
That controller's fire, bro. What?
I got the red one. He bought.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he got the red one.
They were doing nice sales on all the new ones. That the ones that come standard without the kit where you put them away. They were all on sale for like $90 on Amazon Prime Day.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I want to ask you, Heba, because you're good with that. Because I always connect with Heba around Black Friday and holidays. Man, you think they're going to put them? You think they're going to go cheaper on those controllers, bro?
Yeah, they already started doing it with Amazon Prime Day. I just told you the Elite Series 2, the red, the blue one, the black one, and the white one. They were like $98, brother.
98.
Yeah, $98. Matter of fact, they had a bundle with the blue one where you got Watch Dogs, the latest one.
Yeah.
And I think was the last Far Cry. And you got the Elite controller for $98.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a buy. Man.
Yeah, that's a good deal. And if you have the games, you could always give it away.
Watch Unlimited go on Amazon right now. Yeah. That's a good buy, man. Unlimited. Oh, controllers, bro.
Yeah. Bro, they even had the purple controller, the new one that came out for Xbox. They had that shit $7 off.
I want that control. My favorite color is purple. I want that controller.
Yeah, the purple one is nice. I'm gonna tell Brother Tuck to get me that.
They don't make a purple Elite controller series too. That would be cool.
No, but I think you can change the color purple on the site, on the design lab. You could do that.
Yeah.
The only thing is that I don't like that they don't give you the option that you can change the grip colors. The grip colors are always black. I wish that if you get a purple controller, if you want to change the grips to a colored white or colored purple, that they give you the option to change the grip colors. I wish they did that, but they don't give you that option.
Did you hear the realist? He said Technoblast has it and is a punk ass that won't sell it to me.
You're talking about the Halo one, right, Elite? Really? You're talking about the Halo one?
I think that's what he's talking about, man.
Yeah. That's fucking funny. Yeah. Fucking Technoblast. What's wrong with you?
I bet you. I bet you Technoblast 108.
That's a Technoblast concept.
Yeah.
No, that's a beautiful controller. Beautiful. But again, I tried to get it when it first came out. That shit sold out immediately. And you know what got me mad? I'm going to tell you guys a quick story before we head out because I know we've been long-winded.
Go ahead, brother.
My boy that works at GameStop, right?
Yeah.
He's a branch manager of one of the stores, and he told me, yo, Chris, if I would have, because he knows me by my real name, obviously. If I would have known that you wanted that shit, I would have held it for you. Because what they did was, in GameStop, they had clearanced them out, right? And he got 3 of them. I think it was 3, he said, or 2. He had gotten 3 or 2, right? That were the Elite, the Halo Elite, the Chief, Master Chief. And what ended up happening was he clearanced them out for fucking $50.
Damn.
And he said, I would have held one for you. He said, one dude came in that usually comes in. He says, I know he goes and sells them on eBay because he told us that that's what he does. He bought all 3 of them shit. So damn well he probably made a killing because he paid $50 for it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah, he said, damn, man, I wish I would have known. I would have held one for you because I know you like the collecting the controllers, and I completely forgot. I thought you had he thought I already had it because he knows about the collector shit.
Yeah.
So he thought I had it. He said, if I didn't know you had it, I would have held you one because they were $50. I was like, my God.
Man.
That is crazy.
Unlimited said GameStop also had an incredible sale this week. My next video will explain. I got 10 new games, $10 and under, as they were 65%.
We did 2 unlimited. We did 2 unlimited. I have to do an unboxing. We did 2. My son Zach, and one of the games was Metroid Dread for the Switch.
Yeah,
because that game is usually always $60, right? Mm-hmm. And because I got the pro membership, I paid $25.
Damn.
Yeah, for the physical one of Metroid Dread.
And
they had it was like for 2 days. Yeah. But the thing is that as soon as they put it up and people put it and post it on Twitter, motherfuckers run. They run. And that shit sells out quick. They had one of the Kirby games for the Switch that's always $60 for $15.
That was gone probably.
And that shit sold out in 10 minutes. I was like, fuck. But my son got a bunch of games. I got to do an unboxing. I'm looking forward to it, Unlimited. I got to see your unboxing.
Yeah,
because I know you got some shit.
Hey, when is he?
I know he got some shit.
I'll probably put it up this week. I want to check it out too. I always check out.
Yeah. I know he got some shit because he likes buying stuff like I do. So I know he got some shit. I bought my son bought. It came up. Put it like this: my son bought 12 games, and he paid $86.
Damn.
That's what the total came out to. Yeah, that's what it came out to. Because remember, since I got the pro membership, you also get a bump. So you get a bump on every game. I think they take off 5, 7, depending.
That's cheap.
What he bought? How many he bought?
He got WWE 2K23 for $8.
Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah. It was a crazy sale. Every time at the end of this year, if you go to GameStop, even Best Buys, fucking Target. Target's the one that's all they really do is like you buy 2 games, get 1 free. That's usually the one they do. But the nice thing is that it's being sold directly by the seller, even if it's Amazon, and you go to them and price match it, they price match it. So if you got it for $8 in Amazon, they'll price match it as long as it's sold by Amazon.
Oh yeah?
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I always have all the apps ready to go wherever I go. So I go to the app. Oh, they got it in GameStop for $7 right now. So either you price match it or I'm just going to GameStop, and that's what I'll do. And they'll price match it.
Flip, stop, man. Flip said Toastmaster says he's getting one for his dog. Stop.
Stupid Flip. You're so stupid.
Well, brothers, we're going to get on out of here, man.
Absolutely, brother.
Great show, Hebot. Thank you for coming, man. Even though it's your birthday weekend, thanks for coming, brother. We appreciate you rolling through. I hope you have a good time.
It was fun. It was fun, man. I wanted to say my 2 sentences about what was going on with the ABK finally finalizing. So I'm glad you reached out. Unlimited reached out for me, but the problem is Unlimited reached out for me on the day of my birthday, which was yesterday, Friday. I was just back and forth all day, man. Busy as fuck. Just busy. I didn't even get to really do anything until like 11, 12 o'clock last night. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, and we're gonna have to get Unlimited. We're gonna have to get together. I know you talked about it, I talked about it, but we're gonna have to catch up with things and get together again. Like try to get E-Rock's ass to get on here. I know he's busy, but it would be good to get him back on here, man. We'll see. I know he's busy. I know he does stuff, but I would
listen.
Like
E-Rock is taking that vacation seriously. That retirement, he's taking that shit serious.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm living large right now. He's just playing games and not doing shit else. Fuck that. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
That shit funny as hell.
All right, brothers, we're going to get on out here. We're going to do our outros, but first I want to say real quick, thanks for the chat, man. We love you guys. You guys rock. Like I said, guys, I did put the 14-day code in the chat. I did actually put it in the chat and I showed it on the screen. So, guys, just let me know if somebody got it. A 14-day trial of Ultimate Game Pass for coming and rocking out with us today, celebrating the Activision Blizzard deal. So I want 14-day code of Ultimate Game Pass. So if you can't use it though. If you already have Ultimate Game Pass, it'll come up and say you already have Ultimate. So if you don't have it, cool. If you do, give it to somebody that don't have Ultimate Game Pass and let them enjoy and find out what Ultimate Game Pass is all about. It's a 14-day trial for free. Your boy Sega, man. So thank you guys for coming. I appreciate all you, for coming and rocking out with me and Hebot Tuck. And our brother T Reaper, aka PP Reaper, because he peed on that PS4, man. We're trying to get him to pee on a PS5. We'll see.
Oh.
Maybe I will.
All right, man. We're gonna get out of here. So T Reaper, man. Hey, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Xbox Live at Odo T Reaper. That's O Reaper, and I'm looking forward to this year's COD. Season 5.
Nice to hear from you, T.
Oh, nice.
Always looking forward to someone to play with. So if anybody wants to play on a random day, I'm always free.
All right, man. Oh, and last but not least, our brother, the most powerful gamer, Hebot. Happy birthday again, brother. I hope you have a good time with your family, man, and you enjoy your rest of your weekend, your birthday weekend, man. And thanks for coming, man, and spreading that, giving us that good knowledge, brother, as he always does in his videos on his channel, about gaming and pop culture. Brother Hebot, man, has been out in these gaming streets for years, bro. He's a general out here, like some of the OGs out here in these gaming streets. Hebot, man, tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, man. It was nice to come in and chat with my brothers. Nice to hear from T. It's been a while.
Definitely.
It's really nice to have him back on. Because we missed you, brother. We missed you, T.
Yep.
You're part of this family, and it's nice to have you back to talk with us. Nice to see the chat always participating, always showing that love. And just, it was nice to take some time out to talk with my brothers. to make time, even if it's my birthday weekend, doesn't matter, just to make time and talk to my brothers
Thank you,
about
man.
gaming, because that's what we love. We love gaming. So, we like talking about it too. Yeah, you guys can find me on my channel, Ebot, capital H, capital B, everything else lowercase with a hyphen between the E and the B. And then you can find me on all social media platforms, which is on my channel in the description. So I don't have to say every single one, because then we'll be here for another 2 hours. Um, and that's pretty much it, man. Just if you want to follow me, I really appreciate it. I'm really humbled because I know you don't have to. But if you do, you become part of my family, like I always like to say. So yeah, thanks for having me on. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You guys been so kind, and a genuine class act, like always. Every time I rock out with you and the brothers, so it's always
Yeah.
fun. It's always fun.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
No,
Hebot.
thank you, brother.
Yeah, me and Hebot are gonna get together, and Unlimited and all of us. We're gonna try this holiday. We're gonna have a. I think we're gonna have a. We'll have a. I think we're gonna have a nice holiday. It'd be nice to have a nice holiday show. Maybe try to have one of them on our brother Hebot's channel if he gets time for We Got Next. So don't forget, my brother Hebot also has a podcast called We Got Next. It's a great show that we do, chomping up game about gaming in the gaming community. So we're gonna get together, butt some heads, and get together and have like some nice holiday Xbox eccentric podcasts. Man, I'll be giving away some stuff, like a gift card, like I don't know, like a $15 gift card or something like that, on these holiday shows coming up, because we want to show our appreciation, guys. We appreciate you supporting all of us, from Hebot to me to Unlimited, all of us, man. Shouts out to 100 and Intramedia Gaming. They'll be doing a show tonight with Flip the Script, Flip Money, and all them guys.
Yes, sir. Yes,
They're gonna
sir.
probably be buck wilding out tonight, so I can't wait to hear this one. I know, 100's probably going to be all, sloshed up, man, buck wilding about this, bro. I know he's going to do something crazy tonight, so I can't wait to hear, the day one podcast tonight, man. So, hey, guys, thanks again for coming. I hope you guys are very excited. I think the ABK and Blizzard deal is not the end. I do believe that Phil Spencer is going to buy more studios, and I think we're going to be surprised. I really think we're going to be surprised with more studios that he's going to get. I don't think he's done. You know what I mean? And it's just great, man. It's really great to be an Xbox gamer. I've been an Xbox gamer since the first OG, for life, man, till the end. I'm an Xbox gamer, man. So peace and love, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. And remember, guys, we're always eating good over here, and there definitely ain't no power greater than X. Peace.
Give me that.